It's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
A little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce, perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries, and every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
I'm Cortland spokespug, Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next-level communities. Go Braves!
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate with the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever. You can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
The same station you go to during the baseball season is the same one you need during football season. Join me, Chris Domino, and Nick Cellini every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or The Fan app.
Back at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Game 1 in this series, Braves and the Nationals. And time now for the starting lineups powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. For Atlanta, it's game number 150 of the season. A dozen left after tonight. Braves are managed by Brian Snitker, and they come in with a record of 66-83. The Braves are in fourth place in the East, 22.5 games back of Philadelphia. And the Braves will lead it off tonight with their left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Batting second, first baseman Matt Olson. And hitting third, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting cleanup with the Braves, second baseman Ozzie Albies. Hitting fifth, shortstop Ha-Sung Kim. Batting sixth, catcher Drake Baldwin. Hitting seventh, designated hitter Marcell Ozuna. Batting eighth, center fielder Michael Harris. Batting ninth, third baseman Nacho Alvarez. And on the mound for the Braves, right-hander Spencer Strider. He's 5-13 with a 4.86 ERA and coming off a solid performance in his last go-round. So once again for the Braves, it'll be Profar, Olson, Acuna, Albies, Kim, Baldwin, Ozuna, Harris, Alvarez, and Strider on the mound. Now for the Nationals, managed by Miguel Kairos. He took over for this season for Dave Martinez. Nats have a record of 62-87. They're in the basement of the division, 26.5 games back of Philly. And they'll lead it off tonight with their shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Batting second, left fielder James Wood. And hitting third, first baseman Josh Bell. Batting cleanup, designated hitter Dalen Lyle. Hitting fifth, second baseman Louis Garcia. Batting sixth, veteran third baseman Paul DeYoung. Hitting seventh, right fielder Dylan Cruz. Batting eighth, the catcher Riley Adams. Batting ninth, center fielder Robert Hassel. And on the mound for the Nationals, it'll be Mitchell Parker. He's a left-hander. He leads the league in losses. He's 8-15 with a 5.69 ERA. So once again for the Nationals, it'll be Abrams, Wood, Bell, Lyle, Garcia, DeYoung, Cruz, Adams, Hassel, and Parker on the mound. First time these two rivals have seen each other since May. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch. Braves and Nats right around the corner on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Change is always happening. But no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
My day kicks off with a refreshing
code BRAVES to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. PrizePicks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. From Chicago to Atlanta, the rivalry's heating up, and so are the sandwiches. Portillo's is stepping up to the plate at Truist Park September 8th through the 10th, serving free samples of our legendary homemade Italian beef sandwiches. Stop by the third base gate activation area to taste some hot and dipped beef. And while you're there, grab an ice-cold Coke and snag some Portillo's merch to take home. Everybody wins when Portillo's is at bat.
Athletes work under a contract to protect their future. Why shouldn't you? I'm Kevin Swanson, business manager with IBEW Local 613, the largest electrical workers union in the South. Our members work under contracts also that lock in fair pay, steady raises, great benefits, and world-class training. That's how we build real careers, not just jobs. If you're in construction, it's time to level up. Secure your future with a contract that works for you. Visit IBEW613.org and click Join Us today.
Hey, Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, home team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
76 degrees here in Washington, D.C. Braves and the Nationals in Game 1 of this 4-game series over a span of 3 days have a doubleheader tomorrow, and just going to cross our fingers for tomorrow and the next day with the rain, because there's supposed to be some rain in the area tomorrow as well as Wednesday. But tonight it's a gorgeous evening, and the Nationals take the field. Braves getting ready to send Profar, Olsen, and Acuna to the plate here in the top of the first inning. Tire Discounters Round Tripper Home Run Promotion offers Braves fans a next-day instant savings on sets of select tires, plus a free alignment and a free oil change. The more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals at Tire Discounters. Learn more at braves.tirediscounters.com. Braves coming out of the third base dugout here in Washington tonight wearing the traveling gray uniforms, gray tops, gray pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in navy, Atlanta across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. Meanwhile, the Nationals are wearing their navy blue uniform tops, white pants, white lettering outlined in red, red numerals outlined in white, and Nationals across the chest in cursive. Folks, cash in on the baseball action with PrizePicks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download PrizePicks and use code BRAVES. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. You must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Behind the plate calling balls and strikes tonight is Ramon De Jesus. First base umpire is Adrian Johnson. Second base umpire is Quinn Walcott. The third base umpire is Edwin Jimenez. Here's the leather for Washington. Josh Bell is at first base. Louis Garcia, the second baseman. C.J. Abrams is the shortstop, and Paul DeYoung is at third base. In the outfield for Washington, James Wood is in left field. Robert Hassel is the center fielder. Dylan Cruz, the right fielder. The catcher is Riley Adams, and on the mound, the tall, big left-hander Mitchell Parker, 6'4", 240. He's out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's 25 years old, and he's making his 30th start of the season. A record of 8-15, an ERA of 5.69. He's ready. So is Jurickson Profar, switch hitter batting from the right side. He climbs in. Parker ready to go. And now for the ball game. The first pitch to Profar is in there for a called strike. Starting up tonight at 6:45 Eastern, 5:45 Central, and 76 degrees. Calm evening here in Washington. Very light breeze coming in from center field. No balls and a strike on Jurickson Profar. Offering on the way from Parker. And a called strike on the inside corner. The time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for Real Sweet Brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. Darren, we've seen Mitchell Parker a few times before. In fact, this is his 5th career start versus the Braves. He had 2 appearances versus Atlanta earlier this year. There's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Profar. Lefty fires. Profar smokes one to the left side. Base hit in between Adams and DeYoung. Able to turn around a slider. And the Braves have their first hit of the game. So clearly they like what they see with that slider. What else are they going to see?
Yeah, so Mitchell Parker is, you mentioned he's a big lefty. He actually has the highest arm angle for any starting pitcher in the major leagues at 61 degrees. And you think about Bryce Elder, somebody Braves fans might be familiar with. He's 10 degrees higher than Bryce. So he's way up there, and that really determines his repertoire. So it's a lot of high four-seamers, a big curveball, that slider, and also a split to go with it.
Pretty good mix. Braves have never beaten him. Matt Olson takes a ball outside. Mention that Parker has 15 losses this season. He's tied with Kyle Freeland and Antonio Senzatella for the most losses in the league. And, of course, both of them play for Colorado. 1 ball and no strikes on Matt Olson. Lefty fires. Olson takes the ball low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Matt really having a strong finish to the season. His August and September have been very good. In fact, yesterday he was instrumental in the Braves' victory as he went 2 for 4 with a homer, a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Home run total up to 25 of the season. He's driven in 83 runs. Pitch on the way. That'll be swung on, fouled off. Got a piece of a fastball. And a 2-1 count now on Matt Olson.
Yeah, that Parker fastball, not overpowering, but I mentioned that arm angle. You know, the fastball's only coming out 91, 92, 93. But that high arm angle is just something you don't see all that often. Not a lot of guys can repeat that often enough to throw strikes to be able to stay in this league.
2-1 to Olson. In for a high strike. Well, he comes from so high. He's 6'4". He's standing on a mound.
Yeah.
Probably looks like he's coming from the clouds with that fastball.
Yeah, it sure does. And that big breaking curveball. Not a lot of horizontal break to it, so that's also unusual. It just breaks straight down to the batter.
2-2 count. Here it is to Olson. And Matt with a check swing. They appeal. And he didn't go, says Edwin Jimenez. Mentioned the quartet of umpires tonight. The first base umpire, Adrian Johnson, is the crew chief for this series. Runner at first, no one out, no score in the top of the first inning. Matt Olson with a 3-2 count, looking to get Mitchell Parker in some early trouble here in the top of the first inning. Profar, good lead at first base. It's a long stare from Parker. Pitch to Olson. Bounce to the right side. Lunging left and having it go off his glove, the second baseman Garcia. He goes to retrieve it in shallow right field. It'll be a base hit for Matt Olson. That big hopper just to the left of Louis Garcia, just out of his range. And the Braves started up with back-to-back singles from Profar and Olson.
Now, you mentioned that early lead, and that has been a big part of the Braves' wins this season. You and I were talking before the game how yesterday's game against the Astros kind of followed the script for Braves wins this season. A decent start, early lead, you get to face the back end of the other team's bullpen. Braves are 39-23 when they score first, and it's hard to find a positive split this season.
That's a good one and a chance to add on to that. There's a call strike on Ronald Acuna, and as far as the time being goes, it'd be great to hand Spencer Strider a lead for once.
Yeah, starting pitcher, you can't ask for anything more than maybe a 2 or 3 spot on the board first inning.
0-1 on Acuna, hitting .271 on the season. Which misses up and in. This with that fastball. For Mitchell Parker, he went into the 8th inning in his last start. That was on September 9th at Miami. Pitched 7 2/3. Gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, a couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts. Earned a win versus the Marlins. And his last 2 starts have both been wins for the team. That'll be swung on and missed. That time got a splitter by him. These last 2 starts for Parker, one versus the Marlins, and then the one before that also versus the Marlins. He won both, which was a change of fortune for him. He made 6 starts in August, and the Nats lost all 6 of those games. In fact, in August, he was 0-5 with a 10.21 ERA. You want to talk about the dog days. He was living it. 1-2 on Ronald Acuna. 1-2 pitch. Low and inside. In fact, Darren, that's something that both of these starters tonight have in common. Their last 2 starts were against the same team. For Strider, last 2 starts both versus the Cubs. And for Parker, last 2 starts both versus Miami.
Both had a tough August and are now, regaining their footing here in September.
2-2 to Acuna. And he swings and bounces one to third. That'll be gloved over there by DeYoung. To second for 1 and over to first for 2. So over to third base for Jurickson Profar, but Acuna hits into a 5-4-3 double play. And that suddenly changes the outlook of the inning. So 2 down. It's in the hands of Ozzie Albies. Ozzie in yesterday's victory over Houston was on base 3 times, single, double, 3 RBIs. And a chance to put the Braves on top here in the top of the first inning. Look out. Fastball up and in. And him bailing out of the way. I don't know how he escaped. On a 1-0 count on the Braves second baseman.
I was looking back at my old notes from May when we were facing Parker. And at the time, he was really struggling in the first inning. He was throwing a lot of pitches that weren't even close to the strike zone. We just saw one there right under Ozzie's chin. So that Acuna double play might have, gotten him off the hook a little bit here in the first. Yet to be seen.
1-0 pitch. Ozzie takes a ball low. 2 balls, no strikes. I'll tell you another thing that's been killing him is the long ball. I mentioned the numbers for him in August. In August, 27 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 9 home runs. It was like a home run derby versus Parker. Ozzie looking for a base hit to drive in Profar from third base. 2-0 pitch. That time got the curveball over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, he leads in a lot of categories you don't really want to lead in. 15 losses, most in the league. Also leads the league in runs given up this year, 109.
See if Ozzie can make it 110. 2-1. That's high. 3 balls and a strike. Well, and that's a young pitcher just learning and having to go through the growing pains of having the talent, but trying to figure out how to get major league hitters out. Just 25 years old. Made 30 starts last year. This is his 30th start this season. He's been going to the post for the last 2 years, but just looking for better results. This will be his 19th pitch here in the top of the first inning. Runner at third, 2 down, no score. 3-1 to Ozzie. And he swings, and it's a high fly ball to right field. Dylan Cruz drifting back. He's under it. And about 7 feet for the warning track has it for the out. So the Braves threaten that back-to-back base hits, but it all just evaporated right after that thanks to a double play and a fly out. Well, the Braves, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the Nats.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you, the gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
DIC.
City of Hope is advancing cancer care at life-saving speed with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
No score into the bottom of the first inning. Spencer Strider ready to go to work as C.J. Abrams climbs in. Left-handed hitting shortstop swings at the first pitch and a fly ball towards the gap in right center field. Charging to his left, lunging and squeezing Michael Harris. Had a long way to go, but a good read on it. And he's able to rob C.J. Abrams on that ball hit towards the gap in right center. One down. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson is at first base. Ozzie Albies is the second baseman. Braves shortstop is Ha-Sung Kim. And the third baseman is Nacho Alvarez. In the Braves outfield, Jurickson Profar mans left field. Michael Harris patrolling center. And Ronald Acuna out there in right. Catcher is Drake Baldwin. And the pitcher, the right-hander Spencer Strider. Pitcher on the way to James Wood. And a first pitch strike on Wood. Strider, 6 feet tall, 195-pound righty from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's 26 years old, and this is his 21st start of the year. In search of his first win since late July. 0-1 pitch to Wood. That'll be sent foul into the seats along the left field line. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
0-2 to Wood. And a cold third strike. That time, got that pitch right over the outside corner. A fastball painted the outer half. And strikeout number 1 for Strider.
Yeah, that's an encouraging sign there. Spencer known more for his swinging strikeouts, and a lot of those. The looking strikeout tells me, hey, he put that last fastball in a good spot, and that's what we're looking for out of Spencer here this late in this season.
Continuing to build and gain some good momentum going into the offseason. Josh Bell takes a ball low and inside. For Strider, 5-13 his record, a 4.86 ERA through 20 starts. And we were discussing that last outing that he had. That was against the Cubs on September 9th. 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Unfortunately took the loss. 1-0 pitch and a fly ball towards right center field. Acuna and Harris closing in on it, and that'll be Harris's ball. He makes the squeeze in shallow right center, and it's a 1-2-3 inning composed by Spencer Strider. We go to the top of the second, no score in D.C.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just...
Hey, Braves fans, this is Kelly Krall. Listen for me with the Locker Room Team, Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan.
No score, Braves and Nats into the top of the second inning here at Nationals Park. Great to have you with us on a Monday night. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Mitchell Parker out there for his second inning of work. He went through a pretty good amount of bullets in the first inning through 19 pitches. Here's the pitch on the way to Ha-Sung Kim. And Kim with a bouncer out to third. Right next to the bag was Paul DeYoung. He's able to set and fire. 1 pitch and 1 down. Speaking of pitches, how about Spencer? Just 6 bullets fired there in the bottom of the first inning.
That's pretty efficient. Can't really ask for much more there. Yeah, 6 pitches, 5 strikes. Very tidy bottom of the first. We like that.
And good leather behind him. By the way, it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And if the Braves can steal the base here in the top of the second, our contestant, Mick Hernandez, will be the winner of $950 in free marathon gas cards. More about that here after this pitch to Drake Baldwin. And there's a first pitch strike. Just like Mick did, you too can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. So need a base runner and a stolen base to make a winner out of Mick Hernandez, who stands to win $950 in free marathon gas cards. All right, here's the 0-1 pitch, and Drake Baldwin takes a ball up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're talking about Parker and Strider. Interestingly enough, as they're 1 year apart, Parker 25 years old, Strider 26 years old, both of them were taken in the same draft. They're both drafted in 2020, 1 round apart from each other. There's a ball high and outside. In fact, Strider and Parker were taken 27 picks apart. Strider was the 25th pick of the 4th round. Parker was the 22nd pick of the 5th round. And now facing off tonight here in the first game of this series. 2-1 to Baldwin. And Drake swings and misses. Good-looking fastball there. And a 2-2 count now. The Braves catcher, Drake Baldwin. Mitchell Parker, drafted out of San Jacinto Junior College there in Texas. There's the 2-2 pitch. And Baldwin with a fly ball towards center. Robert Hassel, a few steps to his right, makes the catch. And 2 down here in the top of the second. Parker had a decision to make. He could either go play collegiately at NC State, as he had committed to go play for the Wolfpack. But he decided to sign with the Nationals, go play professionally. And they have a host of young pitchers that they're very excited about, and he's one that they've had their eye on for a while.
Yeah, at one point this season, the Nats had 5 starting pitchers that they had drafted and developed. Not many teams can brag that, having 5 of their own guys in the rotation.
2 down for Marcell Ozuna. And there's a ball high. And that really fits what they're looking at as an organization as a whole. It's not just the pitching staff. It's also their position players. You think of Abrams and Wood and others. Cruz, certainly a youth movement for these Nationals. No score, top of the second. 1-0 to Ozuna, and a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent in this system. After they won that World Series, the elevator didn't stop at the ground floor. It went all the way to the basement. So you get a lot of high picks when you're down there in the basement, and now they're hoping these guys come of age.
There's a 1-1 pitch. Ozuna pulls 1 foul. Yeah, some folks around here, that elevator went down to the core of the earth. They've had lots of last place finishes since they won that title in 2019. They're in last place with 2 weeks left in the regular season this year. These 2 teams separated by 4 games. 1-2 to Ozuna. That'll miss outside. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. No runs, no hits for the Nationals. Mitchell Parker in search of a 1-2-3 inning. And the 2-2 pitch to Ozuna. And a ground ball to shortstop. To his left, Abrams has it. He gathers and throws. This time a good throw. He hasn't had too many of those lately. But this one right on the money. And the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the top of the second. We advance to the bottom of the inning. No score in D.C.
Hey, Braves fans, onward.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Dollar Shave Club delivers premium razors without premium prices. Get close, comfortable 6-blade shaves, swift rinse and 4 blades for thicker hair, and translucent shave butter for precision. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/homerun. Use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off.
Day mornings, 6 to 10 on The Locker Room on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Turning into a pretty night here in Washington, D.C. Great to have you with us. No score into the bottom of the first inning, or rather, bottom of the second inning, I should say. Dalen Lyle coming up to the plate for Washington. And Lyle swings and misses. This guy has been on fire here lately for Washington. Talking about Dalen Lyle, D-A-Y-L-E-N, Lyle, L-I-L-E. He's out of Louisville, Kentucky. In his rookie season, hasn't even played in 80 games yet. That'll be fouled back. But how about this for Lyle? In the month of September, which we're not even halfway through, he's 20 for 49. That's a 408 average. He has 9 extra base hits this month, including 5 triples in the month of September. 0-2 check swing. And that'll miss low and inside. I mean, this guy's just running till they tag him out.
Yeah, that'll tell you. Yeah, he can run a little bit. Speed is definitely part of his game, and got to be an aggressive base runner if you're going to be getting that many triples.
Left-handed hitter. He's the DH today. And the ball low and inside. You don't see too many DHs that young, do you?
We heard from some of the Nats broadcasters he might be a little bit defensively challenged. Scared of the wall. Apparently the warning track is hot lava. No, it's a pitcher's joke.
There's a 2-2 pitch. And that's cracked deep down the right field line, back to the wall, and that is off the back wall of the Nationals bullpen. And he's got himself another extra base hit the month of September, this time a long ball. It's his 6th homer of the year, and it's 1-0 Nationals here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, looks like he earned all 4 bases there. That was a fastball 96 right down the middle, and he's got a quick swing there. Very short, compact swing. That's how you hit for those high averages. Also helps when you can run and beat out those infield hits, but showing off the power there.
Lyle, just 22 years old. 6 homers, 31 RBIs this year after that home run. There's Luis Garcia, and there's a called strike on him, 0-1. Spencer Strider zipped through the Nationals in the bottom of the first with a 1-2-3 inning. And he's run into a little bit of trouble here in the second after that home run by Lyle. Here's Luis Garcia. And he takes the ball high and outside, 1-1. The Braves have lost Strider's last 6 starts. You'd have to go back to July 28th at Kansas City to find the last time he won a game. 1-1 on the way to Garcia. That bounced up there. In the span since his last win, he's gone 0-5 with a 7.89 ERA. And the Braves altogether this season have gone 5-15 in games in which he starts. Trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the second. 2-1. Hackett a miss there. That time used the slider. He was very heavy on that slider in his last start. Count even 2-2 on Garcia. There it comes. A little bit low and inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now, you go back 2 starts ago for Strider. He had just 4 swings and misses the entire game versus the Cubs. His last start, 16 swings and misses. And the slider usage was up. Swing and a miss there. Went to his curveball and gets a chase out of Luis Garcia. So is that now the plan for Strider? Just you have to go even heavier on the secondary stuff?
Yeah, I think that Spencer is at the point where you know, his repertoire, his arsenal for that day is start dependent, depending on what I have. If I have my good fastball, then I can attack the top of the zone with that fastball. The last start against the Cubs, he did not, and the Cubs were teeing off on his fastball. All their hits came on that pitch.
Paul DeYoung takes a first pitch strike.
So, you know, Spencer, in previous years, probably would have just tried to throw harder. Last start, he just switched to throwing his off-speed pitches. The slider was great. They were 0 for 7 with 5 strikeouts in at-bats ending with that pitch.
Well, 1-2 DeYoung, a little bit low and outside with a slider.
So to me, I think Spencer is thinking his way through his starts a little bit more at the end of the season, and he's building some momentum. He's had 3 consecutive, you know, solid starts. For you know, if we judge it framed on 23 Strider, they're not outstanding, but they're good starts.
1-1 out in front is DeYoung, went after a curveball low and away.
So I think that he's paying more attention to the scouting reports now and has more confidence in those 2 breaking balls. He's thrown a lot more curveballs, and it's become a really nice pitch for him.
1-2 to DeYoung. That bounced up there, went with a curveball again. I know we're so bad at just wanting to label an individual, a person, as whatever it is we think they may be. And for Strider, I think we do our best to keep from doing that. What I mean by that is this who he's going to be for the rest of his career? Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he's able to get DeYoung to chase and miss. Good fastball, and DeYoung goes down swinging. 3 strikeouts now for Strider. And obviously only time is going to tell. He can go into a full regular offseason this year. He can have a normal spring training next year. Yeah. But in the time being, for him to succeed, he has to do it differently than he did in 2022 and 2023.
Yes, I think this year is going to be, looking back on it, a learning experience for him.
Dylan Cruz takes a called strike.
You know, I've said this a few times before. When Spencer 2 years ago, he was a hammer, right? He just the game plan was simple. I'm just going to throw it past you, see if you can hit it. He's learning to pitch a little differently now.
0-1 is outside.
And so the thought is, if he learns these new skills, he hones these breaking balls, he learns how to locate his stuff, and then he has a normal offseason, comes back throwing 97, 98. Now we're talking, right? The sky's the limit.
1-1 to Cruz. And he swings and misses at a slider. So in other words, you kind of have to go from being a blunt, forceful object to a more precise scalpel. Yeah, a blade.
Yep. Yeah, he's thinking his way through at bats. He's locating his stuff. And all the very transcendent best pitchers have good stuff and good location.
1-2, just missed a little low and outside with a slider to Cruz. 1-0 Washington. We're in the bottom of the second inning. They got a home run from Dalen Lau. 2-2 to Cruz. Low and outside. Try the curveball. So the count runs full on Cruz. Strider out of the windup. 3-2. That'll be chopped foul. Just did get a piece of that fastball.
Yeah, I think for Spencer, you know, spring training next year is going to be important, just to see where he's at with that velocity, because it is such a big part of his game. You know, this season he just needs to build up the volume, get out there, make all of his starts, and figure out how to pitch with what he has. But next season, you know, there's no more questions. It's performance time.
2 down, count runs full. And the payoff pitch on the way to Dylan Cruz. And a fly ball to deep center field. Michael Harris looking skyward. Now starts to drift in. And he makes the catch next to his right ear. And that ends the bottom of the second. But a home run by Dalen Lyle gives the Nationals the early lead. We go to the top of the third inning. Nationals 1, Braves nothing.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink. Then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921. Swinging a bat.
And we're glad to have you with us tonight. Game one in this series and game one of this road trip. Braves and the Nationals from Washington. We'll see these two duke it out 4 times in 3 days. Have an off day Thursday. And then go to Detroit to see the Tigers. Final road trip of the 2025 season. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you. Lots of Braves fans down there too tonight. Braves fans have traveled well for this game. Along that third base line, sitting back of the Braves dugout, here's Michael Harris to lead it off. First pitch on the way from Parker. There's a called strike. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Left-hander Mitchell Parker. Wind up, kicks and fires. Harris sends one foul. Mitchell Parker with the long red sleeves under his Navy uniform. Harris, Alvarez, and Profar for the Braves here in the top of the third, trailing 1-0. A little bit low and outside. And a 1-2 count on Harris. You go back to something that Joe and I were talking about over the weekend. For Michael, just in such a massive slump. Just one hit in his almost last 40 at-bats. And he swings and misses and strikes out. And this at-bat was just like so many others where he climbs in. Within 2 pitches, he's down 0-2. And that's such a tough position to be in, trying to bail yourself out of a streak like he's been in here lately.
Yeah, and it's, coming on the heels of one of the hottest streaks in recent memory, where he was the best player in the league for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a cruel game, baseball is.
Now he went from a blowtorch to an ice cube. There's a ball low and outside to Nacho Alvarez.
But, yeah, Michael, he likes to swing the bat. So, and he is a bad ball hitter. But when any small thing is off, he swings and misses a lot. That's where you get those 0-2 counts.
Nacho Alvarez, ground ball to short, backhanded by Abrams. His throw across is a good one. And 2 down here in the inning. For Abrams lately, he has really been a roll of the dice anytime the ball has been hit his way. They say there's no problem with the glove. He's got great range. He can get the ball in his glove, no problem. But it's the throw over that's been a disaster of late for the National shortstop C.J. Abrams. But tonight he's 2 for 2. 2 down for Jurickson Profar. 1-0 Nationals in the third. Profar takes a first pitch ball inside. Folks, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, that Louisiana hot, buy you some. Trying to stay out of a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Profar. Takes a ball inside. Jurickson is 1 for 1 with a single. The Braves have 2 hits in the game. They came from the first 2 batters of the game, Profar and Olson. And the Braves looked like they were in business in the first inning, but a double play and a flyout suddenly disrupted all of that. 2-0 pitch. And Profar launches one to deep right field over there towards the line. Dylan Cruz right up against the line and towards the corner, able to make that catch deep down the line for the out. And the Braves go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Washington.
Fall is here,
but it's still hot here in the state.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah.
Tampa Braves, 680 The Fan, and of course the Fan app.
Nationals 1, Braves 0 into the bottom of the third inning on a beautiful evening here in Washington. Setting sun down the left field line. And clear skies this evening. Pitch on the way to Riley Adams. And Adams hits one to deep center, but going back, Michael Harris squares up to it. Makes the catch in deep center. One pitch and one down. We kind of have to soak in this weather this evening, as nice as it is, because we might not be quite as lucky the next 2 days. We'll see, but that setting sun right now kind of providing some pink and purple clouds across the Washington, D.C. skyline up against a baby blue sky. Gorgeous evening. That light breeze. One down for Robert Hassel. Hassel shows bunt. He takes a ball outside. Some of the players tonight, including Spencer Strider, have elected to wear number 21 this evening. Today, Major League Baseball announced that Spencer Strider was named the Atlanta Braves 2025 nominee for the Roberto Clemente Award. 1-0 pitch. There's a ball outside. And that is baseball's most prestigious individual honor for major leaguers. And Strider is a first-time nominee. And the Clemente Award is the annual recognition of a major league player who best represents the game of baseball through extraordinary character, community involvement, philanthropy, and positive contributions, both on and off the field. There's a called strike to Robert Hassel. And league-wide, the league-wide winner of the Roberto Clemente Award will be honored at the 2025 World Series. That's presented by Capital One, following selection by a blue ribbon panel. So, Roberto Clemente Day across Major League Baseball. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Robert Hassel. He bats ninth of their order. Strider kicks and fires, and he wipes him out. That time used a changeup to fan Hassel, and one trip to the order, 4 strikeouts for Strider.
And he just did something the previous pitch was a curveball, which isn't out of the ordinary, but it was 67 miles an hour. I don't think Spencer's thrown a 67 mile an hour pitch since middle school.
Yeah, I think that was his fastball when he was 9.
I mean, that's out of nowhere.
C.J. Abrams 0 for 1. He swings and misses. When you're an opposing batter and you're preparing to face Spencer Strider, the last thing you're thinking about is anything coming in there at 67 miles an hour.
Yeah. It shows you he's working on some stuff. He's thinking it through.
0-1. Abrams chops one off the plate foul. 0-2.
So he's trying to change speeds on his breaking balls. And so you throw what curveball, that last one was 78. The previous one I'm talking about was 67. So he's trying to add layers to his game. Now, he did have to slow his body down a little bit to be able to throw it that slow. But it's a nice little wrinkle to throw at these batters.
In search of a 1-2-3 inning. Missed outside, tried the fastball, 1-2. It's 1-0 Washington. We're in the bottom of the third. They get a homer from Dalen Lyle down the right field line. That was in the second inning. Abrams takes a slider low and in, count even at 2. Strider, 38 pitches, 24 strikes, 14 balls. 2-2 offering. And that bounced off the back of the plate. Try to change up there. So the count runs full on C.J. Abrams.
And we're 8 outs into this game. Spencer has 4 strikeouts. Michael Harris has made all 4 of the field outs so far. 4 F8s. It's a busy day for him already.
3-2. Clobber to deep right down the line, hooking foul. That was in the second deck, deep down the right field line, due to get with a 3-2 count. Yeah, so to this point in the game, all the Braves really would have needed was be a pitcher, a catcher, and a center fielder.
That's it.
Everybody else just standing around down there, waiting on something to come their way. 3-2 to Abrams. And he misses low, tried a curveball, and there's the first free pass issued by Strider. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. So a 2-out walk to Abrams. Here comes James Wood. And Wood takes the first pitch strike. When you think about pop and power, and this is the man you have to worry about, Wood, 27 home runs this year. He's driven in 88 runs. Left-handed batter. And he takes the ball high. Wood just 22 years old. And he was an all-star this season. He is leading the league in strikeouts. That strikeout back in the first inning was his 205th strikeout of the year. He's been fanning the ballpark. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Wood. Check swing. Didn't go.
You mentioned those 27 home runs. 24 of those came before the All-Star break. So a bit of a power outage for James Wood. Yeah, just 3 home runs in 51 games since the break.
Tied for 3rd in doubles. Tied for 9th in walks in the National League. 2-1 to Wood and a bouncer out to second. Not a problem for Ozzie. Picks it down low next to his shoes. Throws over to first base for the out. And that into the bottom of the third. So a 2-out walk is all the Nats come up with. We advance to the top of the 4th inning. Still 1-0 Washington.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is...
For in the order, Washington leading 1-0. They get a home run from Dalen Lyle in the second inning. And the Braves looking to respond here in the top of the 4th. Olson climbing in versus the lefty Mitchell Parker. Olson 1 for 1 with a single. First pitch to him, a little bit low and outside. All game tonight, doubleheader tomorrow, and we'll wrap up the series on Wednesday. We'll be seeing these Nationals in Atlanta on the final homestand of the year. 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a ball inside. Been a while since the Braves and the Nats have seen each other. You'd have to go back to May, believe it or not, which is very weird for a divisional rival. Go that long without seeing the other team, but that's been the case for the Braves and the Nationals this season. 2-0 pitch, and Olson bounces one foul. And we saw them in close proximity way back in May, where the Nats came to Atlanta. That was a 4-game series. And the Braves took 3 of 4. Then Braves came here, and things didn't go all that well. So hoping for a different outcome in this series. 2-1 pitch. Olson lifts one foul into the seats along the third baseline.
Yeah, I don't know if it's factual, but to me it seems like with the the revised schedule format we've had it for a few years now, you do see back-to-back series against teams quite a bit more often. We just did it with the Cubs.
Right.
You mentioned the Nats early this season. The Nats again, playing them next week at home.
2-2 pitch. There's a ball high and outside. I felt like we had the same thing with the Padres earlier this season. You just see a team 6-7 times in a span of 3-4 weeks, and then you're done with them. 3-2 on Olson. Here's the payoff from Parker. Olson sends one foul into the seats down the left field line. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Yeah, we got these 4 here, then 3 in Atlanta next week. So altogether, the Braves and the Nationals will see each other 7 times in a span of 10 days. Again, the 3-2. Olson waits on him and fouls it off. Both of these teams won yesterday and are separated by 4 games in the standings. Nats are trying to escape the cellar. We mentioned that earlier. And if they finish in last, it'd be the 2nd year in a row that they've come in last place. But there's another part to that. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Olson. And Olson drives one down the left field line, slicing towards the corner. That's past the left fielder, James Wood. Bounces off the wall. He finally gets to it at the edge of the warning track. And that's a double by Matt Olson. And he's been amongst the league leaders in doubles all year. And there's another one for Matt.
Yeah, that just continues this hot September. Hitting .325 this month with 4 homers. And with the bats like that, you can see why he fouled off a tough Mitchell Parker curveball that fooled him badly. But he just got enough wood on it, put it in the seats, and then laced a double down the line there to left.
He's now 2 for 2 against this lefty. That was Olson's 37th double this year. He's tied for 2nd in doubles in the National League with Pete Alonso. There's a called strike on Ronald Acuna. Both Alonso and Olson sitting on 37 and looking up at Freddie Freeman, who has 39. Tying run at 2nd. No one out. Top of the 4th inning. Acuna 0 for 1 with a ground out. 0-2. Hit foul over the Nationals dugout, not a play. Yeah, I mentioned the Nationals. If they finish in last place, it'd be the 2nd year in a row that they've finished in last, as well as the 6th time in the last 7 years that they would have been in the basement of the National League East. That is a drought. 0-2, missed the outside corner. Meanwhile, the Braves have finished in last place just once over the last 34 seasons. And trying to stay out of last place to finish up 2025. One nothing Washington, top of the 4th. Acuna with 33 RBIs this season. A base hit right here could give him his 34th. One-two pitch. Low and inside, off the gear of the catcher Adams, and rolls up the first baseline, but holding at second base Olson. Braves have lost their last 5 series and 6 of their last 7. Meanwhile, the Nationals have won 3 of their last 4 series, and the one they didn't win was a 4-game series that they split. And they've won 9 of the last 13 games. They've been a lot better in September than they were in August. 2-2 to Acuna, and he bangs one up the middle on a base hit. Olsen had to make sure it was going to go over Louis Garcia. The second baseman was shading up the middle, and that was zipped right over his outstretched glove. So Olsen advances to third. The base hit by Acuna puts him at the corners, and no one out for Ozzie Albies.
Yeah, this is a situation the Braves are very excited about. Ozzie has been killing left-handed pitching since the All-Star break, hitting over 400 against them. So, got a great RBI opportunity here early in this game. Get a little lead here for Spencer Strider.
Base hit could tie it. Runners at the corners, no one out. Pitch on the way to Ozzie, and he floats one into shallow right field, down for a base hit. Acuna read it well. He goes first to third on the ball, dunked into shallow right field. Olsen scores, and we're tied at one at the top of the fourth. Just a little flare into shallow right center field. And Ozzie with the RBI. That's his 69th of the year. And tied at one, still runners at the corners, no one out.
Well, I don't think I've seen Acuna moving that fast. He was cooking from first to third. I mean, that was full gas for him. That's refreshing to see.
Yeah, you know that when he wants to, he can boogie, and glad he was able to boogie from first to third on that flare. Now looking to take the lead. Here's Ha-Sung Kim. Kim takes a strike on the inside corner. It's been such a solid second half of the season. He continues that with that RBI single. 0-1 to Kim. Strike on the inside corner. Boy, Ozzie now in 45 games since July 29th. Is 24 for his last 58. Hitting over 400 against lefties, that is. 0-2 pitch. And that's high. 1-2. And one last thought on Ozzie. I think the strongest argument for how good he feels, how healthy he feels, is what he looks like from the right side of the plate against the lefties. Mm-hmm. Those numbers have been boosted significantly.
Yeah, he's traditionally been much stronger from that side of the plate. Even sometimes so much people are clamoring for him to just hit right-handed, even against right-handed pitchers. I don't know if that's the solution, but he certainly is turning it on against lefties.
1-2 for Parker. Good swing, but fouled back. Ozzie has 6 of his 16 home runs in the last 18 games. And he was strong enough to float that one in the right field just a moment ago for the RBI single. And that's the kind of guy you want to see for 162 games next season. He's got a lead at first over at third base, Acuna. 1-2 to Kim. He swings and hits one hard out to short. Up with it, Abrams to second for one. Garcia to first, and a double play. A run scores. Braves take the lead, and the base is wiped clean as Kim hits into the 6-4-3 double play that scores Acuna. 2-1 Atlanta.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the Nats defense. Not really known, especially in the middle infield, for being one of the best in the league, but that was a good turn to get the speedy Ha-Sung Kim to double him up there. Was a nice turn by those two in the middle of the field.
So 2 across. Braves with 3 hits in the inning with the bags wiped clean. There's Drake Baldwin. And Drake swings and sends one foul. Drake Baldwin trying to heat back up. He went 0 for 8 in that Houston series. In fact, he went 3 for 31 on the homestand. That was a 9-game homestand. 0-1, pounded out to second, but on the other end, Louis Garcia's got it. Whips it over to first base, and there's out number 3. But the Braves come up with a couple of runs on 3 hits, no errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Braves 2, Nationals 1.
Change is always...
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Is the same one you need during the football season. Join me, Nick Cellini, and Chris Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. It's a 2-1 lead for the Braves in the bottom of the fourth inning. Josh Bell, the veteran, leads off. Switch hitter takes the first pitch strike. 0-1 on Bell, who's 0-for-1 with a fly out to center field. It's the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning. And if the Braves can put together a clean bottom of the fourth inning, that'll save you big tomorrow in Tidal Wave Auto Spa. 0-1 to Bell. Looked like a good pitch. Doesn't get the call. Missed the inside corner, I guess. If Spencer Strider can piece together a scoreless fourth inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off the Best Wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutospa.com/Braves. 1-1 to Bell. And there's a ball high and outside. Josh Bell has elected to wear number 21 tonight. And he did play for the Pirates for a short time in his career. In fact, Roberto Clemente was his mom's favorite player. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. And there's a ball low and inside. So a couple of special connections to Clemente and that number for Josh Bell. Normally wears number 19. Bell from Dallas, Texas. Had a good career. Here's the 3-1. And a strike on the outside corner. He thought it was ball 4.
Yeah, Roberto Clemente. I mean, what a exceptional person and player. I'm sure he's a lot of people's favorite player. I knew about him from a young age because I had to do a book report on him, and I think it was 7th grade. You know, you get to choose one person you did a book report on, and I think my dad recommended Clemente to me, and so I learned about him at an early age.
That's a good call by Ralphie.
Oh, Ralphie.
Here's the 3-2. Bell fouls one back. I bet so many of us who do what we do or played, like, and you've done both, broadcasted and played, when you reflect back on your junior high or even high school years, thinking about book reports and such, we all did book reports on players or the game or something involved with baseball. 3-2, check swing, did not go. And it's a leadoff walk to Josh Bell. I remember doing a book report where you had to not only do the book report, but dress up as the person that you did the book report on. And my book report was on Dave Dravecky.
Okay.
And he had made his comeback at that point, so I'm in a full San Francisco Giants uniform and giving my Dave Dravecky book report. I think it was 5th grade. There's a ball low to Dalen Lyle.
I know I did like an 8-minute speech in college on why a curveball curves. And I looked up about minute 4 and half the class was asleep.
Here's the 1-0 to Lyle. And Lyle takes a called strike.
That was public speaking class. I purposely saved for my last semester of college because I thought I would get drafted before I had to take it. And the best thing to come out of that class is that's where I met my future wife.
Really?
My bride, Elizabeth, yeah.
In speech class?
That's right.
I bet she was way better at that than you. Just ball low and inside.
She still is.
2-1 Braves. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Why a Curveball Curves by Darren O'Day.
That's right.
I bet that was a good presentation. There's the 2-1 pitch. And Lyle with a high fly ball to left field. Coming in into his right, Jurickson Profar. He's under it, makes the catch. One down here in the inning. I'm not sure if it's urban legend or if just the story has changed over the years, but there are a few different players who made claims over 100 years ago to inventing the curveball. Candy Cummings was one of them. And as the story goes with Candy Cummings, he realized that he could throw oyster shells and make them curve. And he thought to himself, well, how come I couldn't do the same thing with a baseball? Here's the pitch on the way to Garcia. They'll send one foul. That's a story that I read. I don't know how much of that is true. I know that Candy Cummings did play in the big leagues, and pitchers at that time were starting to evolve and experiment with making the ball move and such. I don't think they could imagine what we see today.
Yeah, right?
I think their minds would be blown. Garcia takes the ball low and outside.
You know, my entire life has been defined by baseball, and I don't think I've ever thought about that before. At the beginning of baseball, it was just all fastballs. Yeah, there was no other off-speed pitches or breaking balls.
Sure. 2-1 Braves in the fourth. Garcia ropes one into left field for a base hit. That one hops to Profar. Down to second base for Bell. So they're at first and second for Paul DeJong. DeJong struck out in the second inning. The first trip to the order, Spencer Strider had 4 strikeouts. Working his way through his second trip of the order. No strikeouts through this trip through the order. It's to DeJong. There's a ball low and outside. DeJong, 31 years old, out of Illinois State. Originally with St. Louis. 1-0 pitch on the way. Chase and a miss. Good looking slider down and away. DeJong, a little bit of pop, 6 homers. Hitting .240 for the year. 8 seasons in the big leagues for DeJong. Strider's 1-1. Line drive over a leaping Nacho Alvarez down the left field line. Bell arrives at third, and he's held by his third base coach, Ricky Gutierrez. He had to make sure that was going to zip over Nacho Alvarez. It did. Base hit by DeJong, and that loads the bases with 1 down for Dylan Cruz.
Yeah, that was the same exact slider that we complimented the pitch before. You know, down and away, really nice location. That's a hard pitch for a right-handed hitter to pull and hit that hard. Usually, you would expect that to be a topped ground ball to the left side, but, you know, he got a nice swing on it there.
So now they're loaded for Cruz. Braves with a 2-1 lead, but that's in jeopardy here. Cruz over one with a flyout. Right-handed batter, check swing on a ball in the dirt. They appeal, and he did go, says Adrian Johnson. But while that was a curveball that bounced up there, it still fooled Dylan Cruz. Cruz, just 23 years old, former first-round pick out of LSU. He was drafted 2 years ago. Hitting .204 on the year. Check swing again, and he did go. So a couple of curveballs that were nowhere near the zone, and both check swings become strikes. And
really nice block there from Drake Baldwin behind the plate. 2 in a row, actually. Yeah, there is. It looks like they're just diving in front of it, but there actually is a technique to blocking the ball and making sure that it drops down in front of you. And Drake executed it nicely there twice in a row.
0-2 on Cruz. See if he throws him another one. Strider's 0-2. And he goes down with a curveball. This time Cruz lays off.
We're talking about the nuance to Spencer's game now. I don't recall ever seeing Spencer triple up on a curveball before. He's just finding different ways to get outs and give his team a chance to win a game.
Necessity, the mother of invention. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Cruz. Tapper in front of the plate. Baldwin has it. Steps on the plate. Fires to first. Double play. A 2-3 double play. Drake Baldwin getting it done. That's huge for the Braves. And that gets Spencer right out of hot water there in the bottom of the fourth inning. Nats do not want to review, and that's how that bottom of the fourth inning fizzles out for the Nats. We go to the top of the fifth inning, 2-1 Braves.
If you're a contractor, you're like a coach. Your success depends on the team you put on the field. I'm Kevin Swanson, business manager with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is painting.
Cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care, Truist Bank member FDIC. We got bases loaded, one down. You know you need a ground ball, but if you can select your ground ball, I think you take that one 10 times out of 10.
That was a heck of a play by Drake. It's good to have young legs behind the plate. Pop up and make that play really quickly.
And Dylan Cruz hit it about 8 inches right in front of the plate. There's a ball low to Marcell Ozuna. And that was also a clean bottom of the fourth inning. That means tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Marcell. Parker deals. Ozuna takes the ball low and inside. Stop by tomorrow and get half off the best wash membership that Tidal Wave has. You'll get that for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Mitchell Parker fires. Ball outside, 3-0. Ozuna 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Got his average at 228 to go along with 20 homers. 3-0, he attacks and smokes one into left field. Turned around a fastball and barreled it into left. And a leadoff single for the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna.
Yeah, I like the aggression there. 3-0, you see a center cut fastball, let it fly. All he's missing there is a few degrees of launch angle, because he certainly hit it hard enough to hit it over the fence.
Hit one over the fence tonight. It's going to bounce around some empty blue seats. A lot of empty seats out there. Here's Michael Harris. Michael takes the ball high and outside.
Yeah, you mentioned the Nats finishing last place 6 out of 7 years. That'll take a toll on your attendance. When I was playing, this place was rocking. You know, this place used to be a really fun joint to come play some really intense games.
Michael Harris cracks one in the center, in for a base hit. Down to second base for Ozuna. So he was able to get ahead, lay off of that first pitch, 1-0 count. And then he's able to hit one in the center field for a base hit. Michael went 2 for 30 on the homestand. So to get a base hit here, it's a big one for him. Runners are first and second. Parker has just 1 strikeout to this point in the game. That 1 strikeout was to Harris back in the 3rd inning. Well, Nacho with a chance to add on to the lead. Batting ninth for the Braves tonight. Alvarez takes a ball outside.
Yeah, Parker has had a hard time racking up the strikeouts this year, just in a third percentile in strikeout rate, which is kind of puzzling because when he was in the minor leagues, he was running sky-high strikeout numbers, but it's a different level here. It's a little bit harder to do.
Alvarez sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. Nacho is 0 for his last 12 since the beginning of September. He struck out just 4 times, so he's making contact, but here lately has not been able to find a hole. 1-1 pitch. And a strike with the inside corner. Braves leading 2-1 in the top of the 5th. Runners at first and second, no one out. Time requested by Alvarez. I want to revisit what you're just talking about. Minor league pitchers advancing to the big leagues, racking up strikeouts, learning to do that. 1-2 on Nacho Alvarez. Here it comes. There it goes. Liner off the pitcher. It lands on the grass in front of the mound. Picked up by Parker. Throws to first for the out. Man, that got him pretty good. He seems to be all right. Trainer's going to come out and check on him. But that comebacker was lined directly into the body of Parker. We'll see where it caught him. From the height of this press box, which is about the highest one in the big leagues, really hard to see exactly where it got him. Looking at his left hand.
By the sound of it, it was somewhere soft. Oh, no. Looks like his right wrist. When he finishes, he's falling off towards the third base side and looked like he attempted to catch it. And it caught him in the right forearm, right wrist area.
That had some hot sauce on it, too, coming back at him.
That was 93.9 off the bat. So that did not feel good.
Nacho's got to be thinking, what do I got to do to get a base hit? Harris down to second, Ozuna to third, and a 1-3 put out of Nacho Alvarez. Back to the top of the order to Jurickson Profar. Base hit will drive in at least 1, maybe 2 runs. First pitch to Profar, he's swinging, pops one up. Spinning back, out of play, and into the seats down below. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Braves leading 2-1. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Knocking on the door of a few more runs right here. Profar's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to right field. Offering on the way, high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Jurickson. He's hitting around 260 since the All-Star break, which is pretty close to his season average of 263. 1-1 pitch. He swings and hits a hopper out there to third. Taken by DeYoung. Looks back Ozuna to third base and fires across for the out. Played that short hop right in front of him, and nicely done by Paul DeYoung for the second out.
Yeah, DeYoung came up as a shortstop. A lot of time in the major leagues at shortstop with the St. Louis Cardinals, but has since moved to third base. And as you would expect, he can pick it, right? So he's been a pretty good third baseman for the Nats.
So now it's up to Matt Olson. Runners at second and third, 2 down. Olson takes the ball outside. He has solved this lefty twice tonight. Olson with a single in the first, a double, and a run scored in the 4th. And now with a base hit, he could drive in a couple of runs. So a couple of RBIs at stake if he can find a way to solve Parker once again. 1-0 to Olson, and he rattles one deep down the right field line and out of the ballpark. He just boomed one into the second deck above the Nationals bullpen, and Matt Olson has been swinging a stick of dynamite in the second half of the season. A 3-run home run, and he rounds the sacks for the 26th time this year. What a display.
Yeah, That's his 5th home run of the month. Man, he is crushing lefties this season, hitting for a higher average against them than right-handers.
That makes it 5-1 Braves here in the top of the 5th inning. I think he's been reading Mitchell Parker's mail. He can't fool him at all. He is 3 for 3 with a single, a double, and a homer. The Braves have a 5-1 lead. Acuna swings and misses, nothing in 1. No balls and a strike on Ronald Acuna. And Acuna takes the ball low. That homer hit by Olson. First of the night by the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, plus a free alignment, a free oil change. Visit Braves.TireDiscounters.com to learn more. 1-1 on Ronald. Here it comes from Parker. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Well, after seeing that home run by Olson, kind of reminds you of what we were discussing earlier with the home runs that Parker has been giving up lately. That's the 10th homer he's allowed in his last 32 innings pitched. 2-1 to Acuna, sent foul down the left field line.
Yeah, we mentioned he's leading in a lot of categories you don't want to be leading in. Not leading in home runs, but hard hit rate, exit velocity, all the stuff that you really want to stay away from as a pitcher.
Check swing by Acuna. And did not commit. Now 3-2.
Ronald got a gift there. That ball was clearly in the strike zone. To see if he can make good on that.
3-2 pitch. Acuna pops one up. Foul ground first base side. Reaching for the dugout. And that is into the Nationals dugout. On the rooftop down there. Do it again with a 3-2 count. Braves are down 1-0 rolling into the top of the 4th inning. They scored twice to take the lead. And here in the 5th inning, had runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 down. They're just looking for a base hit to drive in a couple of runs. Got so much more. Got a 3-run home run by Matt Olson. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside ball 4. And Ronald has not taken off yet. Are they off on the count?
Had me fooled too.
Okay. Ramon De Jesus lost track of the count. So did Ronald. Ronald was climbing back in there, and Ramon didn't do anything. And then somebody started chirping from the Braves dugout. Did we change the rules? Do we need 5 balls now? And he looked down at his indicator, and that was ball 4. So he takes first base. Here comes Jim Hickey. He's the pitching coach for the Nationals. He's going to visit with his young pitcher, Mitchell Parker. I'll tell you what, you get a home run no matter what the situation is. That's always a big lift for any team.
Yeah.
But when you get a clutch home run like that with 2 down, runners at 2nd and 3rd, you could look back this season and say, those are the kind of moments the Braves have been missing this season.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Olson's, he's an RBI machine. You just got to get somebody on base, especially the way he's been hitting the last 2 months and carrying averages over 300. So, yeah, that's big time. And that's a beautiful home run to watch. I would encourage our listeners to go back and look at a highlight. Matt absolutely covered that curveball.
5-1 Braves, top of the 5th inning. Jim Hickey back down the steps of the first base dugout. Parker at 82 pitches, 49 strikes. Offering to Ozzie. Check swing, he did go. He was trying to get out of the way, but also checked the swing. But committed, nothing in 1. Good lead at first by Acuna. 0-1 high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
We haven't seen Ronald run too much on the bases, but Mitchell Parker's tough to run on. Last 2 seasons, he's only allowed 2 stolen bases each season. You mentioned he's made 30 starts, so got a deceptive pickoff move.
It's really impressive. 1-1 on Ozzie. He swings at a high fastball and fouls one back. Spencer Strider will take to the hill in the bottom of the fifth inning with at least a 4-run lead. Ozzie Albies, seventh Brave to the plate here in the fifth inning. 1-2 pitch. He swings and sends one foul. That's into the lower bowl of the stadium down the first baseline. Awaiting the 1-2. Here it comes. And Ozzie pops one up, spinning back and foul it out of play. By the way, that 3-run home run by Matt Olson gave him career RBIs 797, 8, and 9. So his next RBI will be his 800th career RBI. Acuna takes a lead at first base. Parker just trying to get through 5 innings. No action in the Nationals bullpen yet, but that could change if Ozzie reaches here. Left-hander straightens, comes set right at the letters. Rears back and deals a 1-2, and Ozzie pops one up towards foul ground again. Bell over to the railing of the Nationals dugout, and he has just enough room as he makes the catch next to the stairs. And he just turns and goes right down the stairs into the dugout as that ends the top of the fifth inning. But the Braves send 7 men to the plate. They scored 3 times on a 3-run homer by Matt Olson. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning, 5-1 Braves.
Hi, it's Chuck Dowdle. You all know that my friends at Georgia's Own Credit Union can save.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Are you ready to round the bases with base balderdash? Today's phrase is small ball. Do you know what it is?
2 to 6 on 680 The Fan. Or tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
5-1 Braves into the bottom of the fifth inning. Spencer Strider goes back to work, and Riley Adams takes first pitch strike. It's 8-9-1 for the Nats in their order here in the fifth inning. Adams, Hassel, and Abrams. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. 0-1 pitch, wave and a miss by Riley Adams. I might add, maybe one of the most popular men in the Beltway anytime he's here, Darren O'Day.
Well,
I think you could run for office up here.
You think so?
I do.
I don't know if I want that, Ben.
I'm just saying you could if you wanted. You're a popular guy in these parts. 0-2 to Adams. Fouled back, got a piece of it. How many years you pitched for Baltimore?
6.5.
6.5 seasons.
Yeah, you know, come up here, it pumps my tires a little bit. I need it a little bit once in a while.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a ball low and outside. And a lot of the same media members that would have covered Baltimore also covered the Nationals time to time. So even when we come here, you see lots of familiar faces. 1-2 on Adams. Pitch on the way. Struck him out. Went low and outside with a slider and gets Adams swinging. And one down here in the 5th inning. One of my favorite things last year, we played in Baltimore. In fact, we had a series here in Washington, and then we made the bus trip down the road, what was it, an hour or so to Baltimore?
Yeah.
And we're broadcasting that series, and the folks at Camden Yards were kind enough to put you on the video board, and you got to acknowledge the crowd there, and that was the loudest they were, I think, that entire game. There's a fly ball to left field off the bat of Robert Hassel, going back to the edge of the warning track as Profar makes the catch and 2 down.
Yeah, that's when I was talking about the rivalry we had here and how much fun it was to play. It was because of that the proximity of these two teams. You know, Baltimore just a short trip up the road, so you know, you'd have half Nats fans, half O's fans, and it was just a raucous environment. And this place was sold out every time we played. Didn't matter what time of day or night it was.
Some good teams.
Yeah, it was.
5-1 Braves, bottom of the 5th. There's C.J. Abrams. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Folks, did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better? That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. 0-1 to Abrams and a high fly ball to right field. Ronald Acuna coming in. He's under it now, waiting on it, makes the catch at a very easy, breezy bottom of the 5th inning for Spencer Strider. They go down in order. We go to the top of the 6th inning, 5-1 Braves.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to $5 per month to designated country. Overage apply.
¿Lesionado en un accidente de auto y no sabes qué hacer? Visita abogados.com. Somos Morgan & Morgan, la firma más grande de lesiones de Estados Unidos. Con o sin papeles, luchamos por ti. Recuerda, no pagas nada si no ganas. ¿Lesionado? Visita abogados.com. Morgan & Morgan. Hablamos tu idioma.
Rolling into the top of the 6th inning. Braves on top of the Nationals 5-1. Ben Darren and Jay Chad with you from Nationals Park. Game 1 of this series. Here in the 6th inning, it'll be Kim, Baldwin, and Ozuna, and it's the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. We'll tell you about our contestant in just a moment. Braves were down 1-0. They scored twice in the 4th, 3 times in the 5th, and have themselves a 4-run cushion into the top of the 6th inning. Ha-Seong Kim 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. Kim takes a first pitch strike. If the Braves hit a homer here in the top of the 6th inning, tonight's contestant, Jeff Reynolds from Savannah, Georgia, will win 1,300 big ones. And if you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Kim with a fly ball towards foul territory, slicing out of play. That'll land in the section beyond the Nationals dugout. Georgia Lottery today could be the day. Looking for a winner? Make Jeff Reynolds $1,300 richer. 0-2 on Ha-Seong Kim. Mitchell Parker at 90 pitches for the game. Here's number 91. Kim takes a ball inside. 1-2. Mentioned that tomorrow is a doubleheader. When we came here back in May, you're supposed to play 3 games, played just 2. Nats won both of those games. And that postponed game being made up tomorrow. 1-2 popped up. Foul ground again. And again, this becomes a souvenir down the first base line. Game 1 tomorrow will begin at 1:05 Eastern, 12:05 Central. And then Game 2 is scheduled to begin at 6:45 Eastern, 5:45 Central. We'll have a lengthy day at the ballpark, but looking forward to it. Be nice to roll into that off a win tonight. One-two to Kim. Pulled foul down the left field line. Chatting with Snit before the game. I asked him, well, you want to win tonight's game, but you're probably managing tonight's game with tomorrow on your mind from a pitching standpoint with your bullpen and making sure you have enough arms to get through tomorrow. And he said that actually started over the course of the weekend. In that series against the Astros. 1-2 inside. You got yourself a doubleheader. There's a lot of planning and preparation that goes into that from a bullpen standpoint, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's, with the DH, all the teams having DH now, the bulk of managing really is bullpen management now.
2-2 to Kim. Fouled off again into the seats along the first base line.
And Rick Kranitz, the Braves pitching coach, probably planning I'd say probably 2 turns in rotation ahead of how we're going to absorb those 18 innings in one day. And luckily the Braves do have an off day on Thursday in Detroit, scheduled off day. Hopefully it stays that way. We don't have any rain tomorrow.
Fingers crossed. 2-2 pitch. Kim fouls one back. If it rains tomorrow, there's a good chance that we could be higher than the rain in this press box. It might all be under us.
Yeah. This is pretty lofty up here.
Yeah, I believe it's the highest press box in the league. Up there with Texas and Pittsburgh, but for my money, this is the highest one. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Kim fouls one back.
Yeah, J-Chad's even higher. All those stairs he has up to his perch.
It's illegal to be as high as he is in most states. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way from Parker to Kim. Lefty deals, and Kim sucks one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And one hops to the wall, rattles the corner. Up with it is James Wood, and it's a double by Kim. Good at bat by Ha-Sung Kim.
Yeah, really good fight there. Gotta love seeing that. That was a high curveball that he went up and smacked into left.
He's in scoring position for Drake Baldwin. 5-1 Braves, top of the 6th inning. But yeah, back to your point, once you get through tomorrow, you can get through tomorrow and still be in a good position with your bullpen arms. You have one more game on Wednesday, then an off day Thursday, and of course you can reload at that point. Rest up. Baldwin sends one foul, but you get through tomorrow.
Yeah.
On schedule, Rick Kranitz will have earned his cigar tomorrow night.
That's the truth. And what a luxury to have Chris Sale going in game 2 tomorrow. And more than likely Chris is going to go 6, possibly 7 innings. And, he's just so good, even when he doesn't have his good stuff.
That's such a huge key to tomorrow. Baldwin fouls one back. I mean, you said it. You think about tomorrow, and not that you can navigate through it easily by any means, but it's almost like a cheat code knowing that Chris Sale goes in game 2 for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully he turns in a really good performance. 0-2 pitch. All low and outside. Because if he's able to give you 6-7 innings, that's just less you have to lean on your bullpen that second game after likely going through a few pitchers in that first game. Left-hander tossing in the Nationals bullpen. 101 pitches for Parker. One-two to Baldwin. And Drake with a fly ball sent foul into the seats down the left field line.
You going to attempt it?
For this pitcher that's warming up for Washington, we might have to go to a commercial break and really try to hammer that out for you, broadcast it out on the air. Get there in a second. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is from Parker, and Drake pounds one through the right side. There's a base hit. Hitting the turn at third base is Kim. He races to the plate. He'll score without a throw. And it's 6-1 Braves on the base hit by Baldwin. Throw in from right field goes trickling through the infield, but Baldwin holds at first base. But an RBI single for Drake Baldwin, his 65th RBI of the year. And it's now 6-1 Braves. And that just might be it for Mitchell Parker. Up the steps comes Miguel Cairo, manager for the Nationals, and they make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. It'll be the left-hander when we come back. Braves leading 6-1 here in Washington.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is hot.
Oh, that was well done. Thank you. He's a left-hander. He's Washington's first player signed directly from Japan. He turned professional at 18 years of age and pitched for 9 seasons for the Chunichi Dragons of the NPB League. In his first year here in Major Leagues, he's pitched in 17 games, 30 innings pitched, surrendering 30 hits, 9 of those 30 hits being long balls. So he's got a little gopher ball problem. Look and see if we can make that 10 here for Marcell Ozuna.
It's similar to the number we threw out there for Parker, who had given up 10 home runs since August 1st. And now Ogasawara has been giving up lots of long balls. Shinosuke Ogasawara. Now this left-hander on the mound, pitch on the way to Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna takes a called strike. Well, the last 3 outings for Ogasawara have been a disaster. He's given up 8 runs in his last 5 innings. Ozuna takes a ball outside. He is out of Fujisawa, Japan. He'll turn 28 years old here in a few weeks. 1-1, pick off over to first base, and Baldwin back in standing.
Ogasawara works with a 4-seam fastball, low 90s, curve, change, slider, sweeper. Most surprising thing, no split finger.
Very surprising.
Most Japanese pitchers you see come over here have a really good split.
1-1 pitch. And Ozuna with a ground ball to third. Up with it now to Young to second quickly for 1. And over to first, they turn the double play. And that's 5-4-3 double play and 2 down here in the inning. And that officially closes the line on Parker as he gives up the 6 runs on 10 hits and 5 innings. A walk and a strikeout for Parker. Haven't forgot about our contestant, Jeff Reynolds, in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. Still alive, 2 down. Michael Harris takes ball 1. Michael turned things around for himself last inning, had a leadoff single. And he was aboard when Matt Olson jolted that 3-run homer down the right field line to give the Braves at the time a 5-1 lead. They've since added on. That'll be fouled off over the Braves dugout in a 1-1 count. Ogasawara set right at the belly. Lefty brings a 1-1 pitch. There's with a bouncer over Ogasawara out to second. Charging in now is Abrams. He scoops and fires, and the throw is good enough. And they get Harris. That ends the top of the 6th inning. Braves tack on a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. No one left, actually, I should say. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a...
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to $5 per month to designated country. Overage apply.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Hey, Braves fans, don't get tricked into following the baseball season or the Atlanta sports scene anywhere else. Listen to Cellini and Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
6-1 Braves into the bottom of the 6th inning. James Wood leads off for the Nationals. And Wood swings and sends one foul down the left field line off into the seats. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Then Darren and Jay Chad with you. Game 1 of this series, Braves and Nats. A 1 to Wood. A little bit low and outside. No finals yet around Major League Baseball. Take a glance at the out-of-town scoreboard delivered to you by Saia LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. There are 2 teams that have clinched playoff berths in the National League. No division champions yet. Little tapper back to the mound. Spencer's got it right in front of the mound. Throws over to first base for the out. 1 down. Milwaukee and Philadelphia have clinched playoff spots. That magic number for the Phillies down to 1. Phillies do not play tonight. Neither do the Mets. A lot of eyes on the Giants. Giants are a game and a half back in the wild card of the Mets. And the Diamondbacks are 2 games back of the Mets. Reds are 2.5 games back of the Mets for that final wild card. Ball low and inside. And right now the Reds have a 3-1 lead on the Cardinals in St. Louis. That's in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Giants play later at Arizona. That'll be fouled off. So that's a huge series between the Giants and the Diamondbacks trying to contend to take down the Mets. And then, oh, by the way, in the American League, you have the Astros and Rangers getting together tonight. They're separated by 2 games in the West. 1-1 pitch fouled back. Mariners are leading the West. They've won 9 games in a row. That team's red hot, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They have been killing the ball. Astros a game back of the Mariners. Rangers 3 games back of the Mariners. And right now the Astros have a 2-0 lead on the Rangers in the bottom of the 1st inning in Houston. Fly ball hit well to left field, but Profar's got his eyes on it. Drifts back, hits the brakes, makes the catch, and 2 down.
I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying watching Spencer work tonight. That last out to James Wood, it was a little tapper back to the mound, but it was a beautiful changeup down and away and into a big lefty, especially a guy that likes to drive the ball to left field. That's a dangerous pitch, and he put it in the perfect spot for just a little tapper back to him, easy out.
The 2-1-2-3 innings. Could get one here. There's a strike on Dalen Lyle. Lyle with a homer. He's been the only source of offense for the Nationals tonight. Braves leading 6-1. Strider's 83rd pitch is over for a strike. 0-2.
And he's commanding his off-speed stuff, and as a result, he's getting very late swings on his fastballs. You know, kind of emergency swings because he has those off-speed pitches in these Nats hitters' minds.
Oh, 2 pitch. Just a little bit low with a changeup. Not a bad idea. 1-2 on Lyle. Strider in search of his 6th strikeout of the game. Out of the windup. Kicks and brings a 1-2. Line drive out towards center field and in for a base hit. Looped one out there just over the head of the shortstop Ha-Seong Kim. 2-out single by Dalen Lyle. Inning continues for Luis Garcia. I think it's a combination of things, Darren. Number one, the lead. Spencer has a 5-run lead, but his stuff at his location has been better. And what I'm getting at is to me, this is as comfortable and as composed as I think I've seen him in a few starts now. He's kind of in a groove. That ball sent foul, because even when he's been good in recent starts, he's had some really stressful innings that he's had to work through, and he hasn't had too many of those tonight.
Yeah, that's a great assessment. He does look like he's in control.
Pick off the first base, close play, not in time. Had him leaning. That was a good move by Spencer.
That's all he had to do was shave. You know?
I think it's just now, here in the last day or two, that I'm finally starting to recognize him when I see him. Pick off again to first base, and this time they've got him. Spencer just missed a moment ago. Dalen Lyle didn't learn his lesson, and Spencer took him right to school. And he picked him off with that next move. That ends the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left. We've played 6. We advance to the top of the 7th. 6-1 Braves.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Blues Show here on the Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Braves 6, Nationals 1. Into the top of the 7th inning alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you as the night has fallen on Washington, D.C. Under the lights here at Nationals Park. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Braves here in the top of the 7th with Alvarez, Profar, and Olson. Ogasawara goes back to work. There's a ball high. Shinosuke Ogasawara came on in relief in the top of the 6th inning of the starter Mitchell Parker. Parker, the left-hander, went 5 innings. Allowed 6 runs, 6 earned on 10 hits, a walk, a strikeout. Also surrendered a 3-run homer to Matt Olson. 1-0 pitch is fouled back. And this is the first time we've seen Shinosuke Ogasawara. I mentioned that he's 27 years old, out of Japan. I'm just looking up a little bit of information on him in between innings. And if you listen to our broadcast regularly, something that Darren and I kind of get into time to time is name meanings and where guys get their names from. And after looking up the meaning of Ogasawara's first name, I don't know that there is a job on planet Earth that is better suited for his name. The name Shinosuke translates to new help or new assistance. Huh. So for a relief pitcher, perfect. That's pretty perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very applicable as he brings them new help or new assistance anytime he comes out of the bullpen in relief of the previous pitcher. 1-0 pitch, rather a 1-1 pitch, misses low and inside. Six runs on 10 hits for the Braves, no errors. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Nationals. 2-1 to Nacho Alvarez. He'll bang one into left field. Able to turn on that fastball and barrel it into left. And a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th inning. 11 hits for the Braves. They had 11 hits in their 8-3 victory over Houston yesterday.
Have you ever witnessed a Japanese game?
No, can't say I have.
I never got a chance. I did have a chance to play there. Unfortunately, I didn't take it in one of those, off-season showcases.
Right.
But man, I would love to. That's a bucket list item for me.
Jurickson Profar takes a called strike. And obviously there have been multiple teams who have been invited to go play in Japan and even Korea as our game has spread and played regular season games in other countries and other continents. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way. There's a bouncer up there, and that looked like it got a piece of Profar down to second base for Nacho Alvarez, and a hit by pitch for Jurickson Profar. He'll take first base as Matt Olson comes to the plate. And who knows, maybe one day the Braves will play a game there. I have no idea. But I'd love the opportunity to go over there, see that culture, especially baseball and that culture. Yeah. And as good as they have become at the game of baseball. I mean, you see it in the WBC as they're always a heavy favorite to win and be amongst the best.
Yeah, it's just, it's so different as I look around now and see fans looking at their phones. Over there, that doesn't happen.
Matt Olson sends one foul.
They're cheering, they're banging their noisemakers. It's a carnival atmosphere. So that's one of the reasons I want to see it. And it's a great quality of baseball now, too.
Yeah. And I know I'd love the food. Yeah. I'd have a great time with that.
We don't have a problem with finding food we like, do we?
Don't. Matt Olson has already hit 1 3-run home run in this game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be sent foul. That into the second deck along the third base line, 0-2. Not too many days ago, C.J. Nitkowski and I were talking about his experiences playing in Japan. And he got to play over in Asia for a time. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Olson's going to hit one down the left field line. Another base hit for Matt. That rolls all the way down into the corner. That'll lead to at least 1 run. Going first to third now, Profar. It's an RBI double by Matt Olson. He makes it 7-1 Braves. He is now 4 for 4. He's a triple shy of the cycle. He has 2 doubles in the game, and he's driven in 4 runs. And the Braves as a team riding the crest of the wave created by Matt Olson's bat to this 7-1 lead.
That was beautiful. That same 2-strike approach he's used all season, just firing the ball the other way. I mean, he is in a tree right now.
Scored Alvarez. Pitch on the way to Ronald Acuna. And there's a ball that misses. Finishing that story on CJ, he was talking about going to play overseas. And he had a mouthful of sunflower seeds this one particular day. And he had a translator there with him, similar to how you'd see translators here for Asian-born players. Pitch misses high. And he had just gotten there, and he starts spitting seeds onto the dugout floor. The translator's like, you can't do that. Whatever you do, you can't do that. You walk through a dugout in the big leagues, and it's filthy, the floor is. There'll be seeds and gum and wrappers and cups and all sorts of stuff down there on the ground. 2 in for a called strike. He said the floors of the dugouts in Japan are immaculate. Everything's spotless. Very tidy.
I wonder if that rule extends to the playing field as well. You know, no seeds allowed out in the outfield.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside, almost hit Acuna. He gives a glare out there to the left-hander.
Often, after Major League games, the last grounds crew member on the field is out in the outfield vacuuming seeds off of grass, like the spent shells of sunflower seeds.
That'd be the worst duty of being on the crew.
It's probably the low man on the totem pole, I would guess.
Chewed seeds. 3-1 to Acuna. He'll swing and miss. 3-2. Seven runs on a dozen hits for the Braves. 1 run on 4 hits for the Nationals. We're at the top of the 7th. Pace hit can really rip this thing open. Olsen over at second. Profar down at third. 3-2 pitch. And he'll send one out towards first and foul. Right on down the line.
Yeah, that reminds me of Tropicana Field with home of the Rays. The bullpens are on the field, right down the foul lines. And I remember a game a few years back where we were sitting in the bench in the bullpen, and I had teammates throwing pieces of gum, trying to land them on the foul line, right? So by the end of the game, there must have been 100 pieces of chewed gum out there.
3-2 to Acuna. He swings and misses at a sinker away. One down here in the 7th.
And so I didn't pitch in that game, so the game ends, and I see a guy go over there with a shovel, and he's cleaning up the hundreds of pieces of gum, and I'm like, man, I'm sorry. Like, guys were just playing a game. He goes, no, man, keep doing it. It's job security. All right. I don't feel bad about it anymore.
Yes, the glasses half full view of that one. One down for Ozzie Albies. As he swings and fouls one back in between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch. That's brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. Ozzie Albies 1 for 3 with an RBI single. 0-1 pitch. Shot out to first, taken on the short hop by Bell. He'll step on the bag. Profar over there at third base was kind of dancing about a third of the way off the bag, and Bell for a moment thought about throwing that away. But he gets the out and 2 down. So it's now in the hands of Ha-Seong Kim. Mentioned that Ogasawara is out of Japan. And Kim out of South Korea. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch is high. Kim singled, doubled and scored last inning. 1-0 pitch, a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. Braves feeling good, but they'd love to pick up a base hit here and take a very comfortable lead. Leading 7-1, but a base hit should mean at least 1 run, perhaps 2. And the 2-0 pitch. Low it inside of Kim, 3-0. No action in either bullpen. Strider's been strong for the Braves. Nationals on their first relief pitcher. 3-0 pitch, and he takes a strike. Nats had the early lead in this one. They scored 1 run in the bottom of the 2nd. Got a home run from Dalen Lyle. They led 1-0 into the top of the 4th. And then the Braves ripped it open at that point. 2 runs in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 here in the 7th. And the 3-1. Fouled off into the seats down into our right. Nice, peaceful evening here in Washington, D.C. Not a big crowd, but the Braves fans down there have had a good time. Turned into a really pretty night here in Washington. 3-2. And ball 4. Missed high, that loads the bases, and they're loaded now for Drake Baldwin. Baldwin drove in a run with a single last inning. And he climbs up to the plate right here with more trouble on his mind, looking to drive in a few more runs here in the 7th inning. Left on left matchup. First pitch to Drake, and he shreds one in the left field. Down for a base hit. Olsen holds at third. They remain loaded. 1 run scores as Profar comes in, and it's 8-1 Braves on the base hit by Baldwin. Gets him up to 66 RBIs on the year. A 2-for-4 night for Drake Baldwin. I think having a day off yesterday has certainly helped him and re-energized him for tonight.
Well, it certainly is a luxury to have left-handers that can hit left-handed pitch. And Matt Olson, 4 hits tonight. Drake Baldwin just collected his 2nd one of the night. And those are the guys you just put in the lineup, set it, and forget it.
Marcell Ozuna pulls one foul. It's the railing of the Braves dugout on the third base side. You have some hitters like that against lefties. That takes a lot of the second guessing out, doesn't it?
It sure does. Yeah, you don't have to play matchups. You know, Drake's going to catch 140 games next year, so he's going to have to hit those lefties.
0-1 to Ozuna. Chop foul off the plate. 0-2. 8-1 Braves in the top of the 7th. They've scored in their last 4 innings and have 13 hits. Two pitch. Low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ogasawara, left-hander, taking over for the left-handed starter Parker. He has really worked himself into a jam here in the 7th. 2 runs already in. Ozuna's the 8th Brave to the plate here in the 7th. 1-2 fouled back. This is the 17th time this season in 150 games the Braves have collected 13 or more hits. We're in the 7th already on 13 hits. The season best is 16. They've done that twice. Once versus the Marlins, once versus the Red Sox. 1-2 to Ozuna. He swings and tips that into the mid of Riley Adams for strike 3. And the Braves leave him loaded. But they strike for 2 runs. They do so on 3 hits. No errors, 3 left, a hit batter and a walk in there as well. Time to stretch here in Washington. Braves 8.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Braves fans, this is Chuck Oliver. You won't be able to get through the end of baseball season or the entire college football season without Chuck and Chernoff. Weekdays from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Into the bottom of the 7th inning, Braves dominating this one. On top 8-1 here in Washington. Spencer Strider out there for his 7th inning of work. He'll be facing Garcia, DeYoung, and Cruz. First pitch here in the bottom of the inning is a called strike on Louis Garcia. Multiple developing stories in this game tonight when it comes to this 7-run lead for the Braves, but leading the charge maybe more than anybody is Matt Olson, who is 4 for 4 tonight, a triple shy of the cycle. There's a ball low. Matt with a single in the first inning, a double in the 4th inning, a 3-run homer in the 5th inning, then another double in the 7th inning. That last double was an RBI double. So we got to looking it up in between innings. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Garcia. And Garcia takes a ball low. He's had multiple 4-hit games in his career. He's never had a 5-hit game. And he's got a chance to do that.
Certainly does.
Meanwhile, Spencer Strider continues to cruise. 2-1 to Garcia. Fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris back to his right, to the track, at the wall. He's there. Made the catch right in front of the left center field wall, and one down here in the 7th.
I'll tell you what, if he hits that triple and he gets the cycle and goes 5 for 5, you better get something out of it. I played with Ian Kinsler when he did that. He went 5, I think it was a 6-hit night, and he hit for the cycle. He got himself a nice ATV.
That would be one of my favorite cycles of all time.
Yeah.
I've got to call a couple of them over the years. I think about Freddie Freeman did it a couple of times. Eddie Rosario did it. Nothing in one on Paul DeYoung. Those are recent cycles, of course. 0-1 low and outside. But just for the entertainment value of it all, Olson has hit 6 triples in his 10-year career and won this season. So just to humor you there's a chance of it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That'll be swung on and missed by DeYoung. Spencer Strider at 93 pitches. Well, it'd be something for him to go 7 full innings and be in line for a victory. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High cheese, swung on, missed. Got a fastball buying him up and in. And 2 down here in the 7th.
Yeah, that's now his third strikeout on that 4-seam fastball, and that is encouraging. It's kind of the same mold he used last start, where he softens the lineup up with his curveball, slider, and changeup. And later in the game brings that fastball back into play for strikeouts.
Folks, did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? It's like a 1-2-3 inning for your mouth. It's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Dylan Cruz takes a ball. Strider from the windup. 1-0 to Cruz. Fly ball towards right field. Ronald Acuna to his left, and he'll gallop to it right next to the foul line, and that puts away the Nationals in the 7th. They go down 1-2-3, 7 brilliant innings for Spencer Strider. We go to the top of the 8th. It's 8-1 Braves.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
At Verizon, lock in our best price ever on the best 5G in Jacksonville and be the best you. Stream your favorite music on your morning commute. Get tickets to that new Blockbuster. And save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $45 a month for a single line. That's right, just $45 a month when you bring in your phone with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score report dated 2H 2024. Your results may vary. Additional terms apply.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give Give me my good friends. Give me a do.
Do the do.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Leading it 8-1. We're going to look at our second Nats reliever of the game, Connor Pilkington. Ogasawara goes 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned, with 2 strikeouts. Pilkington, 27-year-old lefty out of Pascagoula, Mississippi. Went to Mississippi State, the Superior University.
Cut his mic.
In that great state.
Would you cut his mic?
25 games pitched this season. Has 27 strikeouts. He was signed as a free agent in December of last year. Do you have something to say, Ben?
You're a goon. That's what I have to say. 8-1 Braves into the top of the 8th. Pilkington, big lefty. And he goes to work on Harris. That'll be swung on and missed. It'll be Harris, Alvarez, and Profar. Got a perfect pitcher's name, I'll give him that. Connor spelled with a K. Ball low and outside.
Ben, I'm just going on personal experience. I played in the SEC in college, played at Florida. I went to these different schools, many times. I really enjoyed my time in Starkville.
Some people don't enjoy cake. I don't know what to tell you. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way. It'll be lifted to left field. Coming along now and making the squeeze is James Wood. Yeah, some men you just can't reach, Darren.
Well, Oxford's a little too fancy for my blood, okay? I'm more blue collar.
I mean, heaven forbid some gals have some standards. Staying away from you and your ilk. One down here in the 8th. You see O'Day coming. Time to scramble.
They did. They turned and ran, that's for sure.
There's Nacho Alvarez. Pitch on the way from Pilkington. That's in for a called strike.
If you don't have a whale on your shirt and floppy bangs, you can't get a phone number in Oxford, buddy.
I beg to differ. You can come with him. I'm going to the Ole Miss Florida game in November. You ought to come with me. Here's a ball low inside.
I don't know. After the way the Gators been playing, I'm not sure I'm going to pay to watch them play.
Who do they have this coming weekend? You have any idea?
No. Somebody's going to walk away victorious, I'm sure.
1-1 on Nacho Alvarez. Alvarez takes the ball low and inside. Mississippi State's off to a hot start, by the way. They haven't lost yet.
Oh, I should have known this. They got Miami this weekend.
Ooh, Gators and Canes?
That's right.
2-1 pitch. That'll be fouled back. All right, I know that Florida and Florida State's the biggest rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Miami on that list for Florida people? Just behind them?
Yeah. Well, Georgia, I would say, comes before Miami.
Yeah. And you're going to play them every year, of course.
Yes.
That's an SEC game. There's a 2-2 pitch. And Nacho cracks one in the air to center. Hassel over to his right, and he's there. 2 down. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
2 down, top of the 8th. Braves leading 8-1. Jurickson Profar's been on base twice. He scored once. Pilkington brings it. And a fly ball towards shallow left center field. Hassel maneuvers his way to his right, makes the catch, and down go the Braves. 1-2-3 in the 8th. We advance to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's all Braves here in D.C., 8-1.
You know what day it is. It's game day. And here in Dog.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. The because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Seating options and packages available. There's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
You won't be able to get through the football season unless you catch the latest news while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Braves 8, Nats 1 as we head into the bottom of the 8th. Spencer Strider clocks out. Great day at work for him. 7 innings pitched, just 4 hits, 1 earned run. That coming on a Dylan Lyle solo home run. Otherwise, Spencer really didn't run into any trouble. Great night for him. On to relieve him, right-hander Connor Seabold. Seabold has appeared in 6 games this season in the major leagues. Started the year with the Rays. Braves claimed him off waivers. Now he's a Brave.
Trying to pick up that torch and continue to carry it the way that Spencer Strider did. First pitch line drive through the right side. Base hit by Riley Adams. Leadoff single for the Nationals. So 1 pitch in and no winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Didn't even get a chance to introduce our contestant. But if Seabold had struck out the side here in the 8th, our contestant tonight, Fred Voigt, would have been the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. Had 2 winners this year. I'd love to have at least 1 more between now and the end of the season. That'll be found out by Robert Hassel. Fred Voigt, thanks for being out there. Thanks for playing. A 1 from Seabold. Strike. Make it 0-2 on Hassel. Riley Adams over at first base. Seabold works from the third base side of the rubber. 0-2 pitch. Hit a miss outside. Did you ever in your career switch sides of the rubber, one side to another? Did you pretty much stay down the middle?
No, I moved around quite a bit. At one point, I would switch depending on the batter handedness.
2 strikes on Hassel. There's a ball loaded. So righty or lefty, you'd go to either side sometimes?
Yeah, so lefty, I would scoot over the first base side, so I'm closer to him, and then the same thing with the righty. And the idea with that was with my sidearm delivery, it would give me more deception and open up some lanes for me to throw lefties inside. And then eventually I scrapped that. It was too much to maintain. Just stuck in the middle.
That makes sense. 2-2 pitch. In the air towards foul ground and out of play.
It's occasionally you'll see a guy who moves around on the mound depending on the handedness, but it's really hard to throw strikes, first of all.
Right.
You know, you're trying to throw it on the corners of this shoebox 60 feet away. To maintain 2 different deliveries is very challenging.
Seabold's 2-2. That misses low and inside. 3-2. You have a lengthy career, especially as a reliever. I bet there's a lot of tinkering that goes along. Thinking about your very first year compared to your last year and everything in between. 3-2 to Hassel. Fouled off.
And Connor Seabold has the one pitch that I chased my entire career. He's got a really good changeup. That's his primary off-speed offering. And talk about tinkering. Every spring training from about year 3 to year 12 were me trying to learn a changeup. It never worked.
9 years worth, huh?
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Could you just not find a comfortable grip to make it do what you wanted it to do?
It just stunk.
Been through it for strikes?
It just, it was all the above. It had less movement than my fastball and my sinker, and it was straighter. That's not what you want.
Again, the 3-2, and he missed outside. So a single and a walk to the 8-9 hitters, and back to the top of the order to C.J. Abrams. Well, you're not the first pitcher to struggle with a changeup. One of the funniest remarks I ever heard about a changeup was from Don Sutton. And we're on a broadcast one night. We're talking about the changeup, and he had such a good fastball-curveball combination. The curve was devastating for decades. Pitch on the way to Abrams, and there's a ball low. And I asked him, did you ever try to throw a changeup? And he said, I tried, but it wasn't good enough to take into a game. And I basically what you said, and tried it over and over and over again. He said, but when I tried it, there's the 1-0 pitch on the way to C.J. Abrams. That'll be fouled off. And this was the best line. He said, anytime I threw my changeup, it just came out as half fast. But when he said it really, really quickly, you pick up on what I'm saying. And that just really made me laugh in a way that only Don could put out there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Clocked up the middle, base hit by Abrams. They're going to wave Adams to the plate. He'll score. First to third now for Robert Hassel. And it's an 8-2 game. The Nats have their first run since the second inning. So a single, a walk, and now an RBI single. They're at the corners with no one out. And with that, Dylan Lee is up and tossing in the bullpen.
Yeah, this is, Brian Snickers in the dugout doing some muttering under his breath. We talked about earlier in the game how you have to manage your bullpen, anticipating that doubleheader tomorrow. And now to have to get Dylan Lee up and warming is not ideal. So hopefully, Seabold, we would certainly trade a double play, 2 outs for a run here. Just get it in the books, get these last few outs, and lock away this victory.
Meeting at the mound, Drake Baldwin out there chatting with Seabold. Bearded right-hander, a tug of the cap as he stands back behind the rubber. Trying to lock back in, hit the refresh button, and figure out a way to get James Wood. But James Wood, the biggest power threat in their order. And if you make a mistake to him, all of a sudden you got a game on your hands. And here comes Brian Snitker, and that'll be it for Seabold. So the Braves make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. It'll be Dylan Lee when we come back. It's 8-2 Braves in the bottom of the 8th.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
At Verizon in West Palm Beach, lock in a low price on America's most reliable 5G network and be the best you. Stream your favorite music on the way to the beach. Check how the tide's looking for a day on the water. And save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $50 a month for a single line. That's right, just $50 a month when you bring in your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on route metrics. Route score.
On to relieve him and see if he can leave those base runners on base is Dylan Lee. The lefty will make his 70th appearance of the season, so he's getting his work in. 69 strikeouts over that span with a 3.25 ERA. So Dylan looking to put out the fire here no outs, trying to keep this score right where it's at. As I mentioned with Seabold, certainly would trade a run for 2 outs right here.
Yeah, that'd be big. James Wood is 0 for 3 in the game. Wood with a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Wood is 0 for 3 in his career versus Dylan Lee. First pitch from Dylan. Ball low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Dylan pitching on back-to-back days here as well. Picked up a hold yesterday, and that was a very quick warm-up for him in the left field bullpen.
There's 1-0 to Wood. Strike on the outside corner. Well, you think about that. It's September. As you mentioned, this is his 70th appearance of the year. Back-to-back days. Yeah. That's when you're feeling it.
Yeah, it's a big workload for him this year.
1-1 to Wood. Fouled off right there at the plate. 1-2. After Wood, it's Bell. Bell, the switch hitter, will be batting from the right side against the southpaw Lee. 8-2 Braves, bottom of the 8th. Braves in the 9th will have 2-3-4 coming up. They have Orlando Ribalta tossing in their bullpen. 1-2 pitch, turned on, sent foul, and it's the railing of the Nationals dugout. Think about this moment that the Nationals are in right now, as they're down 6 runs, but they've got runners at the corners, no one out, one of their best hitters at the plate. And I go back to the 4th inning, and that double play the Braves turned, and how this situation could look significantly different if that situation had gone different than it had. 1-2, ground ball to second. Ozzy's got it. Goes to second for 1. Kim to first, and a double play. So they score the run, but that wipes the bags clean. It's now 8-3 and a big twin killer for the Braves. Just at the right time.
Yeah. It's just what the doctor ordered there. You know, only 6 outs to go to lock this victory away. You'll give up those 2 outs for a run. Nice pitching there by Dylan.
So now a pinch hitter to the plate for the Nationals, so it will not be Bell. This will be Chaparro up to the plate for the Nationals. Andres Chaparro from Venezuela takes the ball down to the dirt. An 8-3 game in the bottom of the 8th. It's now 2 enormous double plays for the Braves. One back in the 4th inning to keep anyone from scoring. And this one here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nats have scored 2 times here in the 8th. Chaparro swings and misses. Chaparro, a 188 hitter. 1 home run on the year. He has never faced Dylan Lee until right now. Pitch missed a little bit down. 2 balls and a strike. Bell finishes his night 0 for 2 with a walk. Lee deals. Just a little bit low and inside. Count runs to 3-1. Lee Bennett the waist now straightens. Catcher Drake Baldwin sets up on the inside corner. 3-1. Gets the swing and miss from Chaparro. Showed him a changeup. If he reaches, then Dalen Lau would come to the plate. Braves would just rather see him to lead off the 9th. Dylan ready. And the 3-2. Fouled back. Showed him a changeup. Eight runs on 13 hits for the Braves. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Nationals. Bearded left-hander Lee set right at the belt. Payoff pitch. And again fouled back. Just can't get one by him. Showed him a fastball there. Chaparro, right-handed hitter. Wears number 87 on his back. Windmills the bat. Now holds it high over the top of his helmet. 3-2 is drilled but foul. Way up in the air down the left field line. That'll go rattling around some empty blue seats and carry him to a fan who throws his hands over his head, holding up his brand new prize. And again, the 3-2. Again, fouled off. Parra really putting up a battle here.
And this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. As a relief pitcher out there on the mound, you're thinking, what have I thrown him? Trying to remember your scouting report. You can't remember all the pitches. You say, you know what, I'm just going to throw my best pitch.
3-2 and a high fly ball to left. Profar to his left. In front of the warning track, he's got it. Used a change up to get him. And that ends the bottom of the 8th. But 2 runs across for the Nationals. They get a little bit closer. Braves still feeling pretty good about this one, leading 8-3 into the 9th.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
At Verizon, lock in our best price ever on the best 5G in Jacksonville and be the best you. Stream your favorite music on your morning commute. Get tickets to that new Blockbuster. And save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $45 a month for a single line. That's right, just $45 a month when you bring in your phone with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score report dated 2H 2024. Your results may vary. Additional terms apply.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Top of the 9th here in D.C. Braves looking to add to an 8-3 lead against the Nats. They will be working against the 3rd Nationals reliever of the game. 27-year-old right-hander Orlando Ribalta, born in Santa Clara, Cuba. He is the 4th Cuban-born pitcher in Nationals history, including Livan Hernandez, Yuniesky Maya, and Ronis Elias.
He'll face Matt Olson. Now, Matt has a chance to do something here he's never done. He's gone 4 for 4 in this game. He has never had a 5-hit game. He faces the right-hander Ribalta. This is the first righty he's faced in the game, and nothing but lefties prior. First pitch to Olson. And he takes a strike. Upper outside corner. For Matt, 10 years in the big leagues, this is career game number 1,211. And a chance for it to be his first 5-hit game. 0-1 pitch. Takes ball outside, 1-1. How much do you think that's on his mind, or at least leading up to the at-bat?
I mean, he knows. There's no doubt about it. I think he's shooting for the triple. You take a little bit off that home run swing to right center, bounce it off the wall.
Now, that would be something. 1-1, sent foul. It's into the lower bowl of the stadium, about 50 rows back of the Braves dugout. 1-2 on Olson. Ribalta set right at the letters. 1-2 pitch. He swings and tips it into the glove of the catcher, Riley Adams, and strikes out. So he is human after all tonight. But a great night for Matt Olson. 4 for 5, a single, 2 doubles, a 3-run homer, 2 runs scored, and 4 runs batted in.
Guess he'll just have to get 5 hits tomorrow. He's got two games to,
that's right,
to shoot for it.
1 down in the 9th. Braves have Tyler Kenley tossing in the bullpen. Ronald Acuna takes a strike. Take that back. Let's say ball 1. A little bit low and outside. In the bottom of the ninth, Nats will have the middle three due up. So that'll be Lyle, Garcia, and DeYoung. At least as it stands right now. By the way, Andres Chaparro remained in the game. He's at first base. 1-0 to Acuna. Check swing. They appealed. He didn't go, says Adrian Johnson. 2-0. Braves leading 8-3. They had an 8-1 lead at one point, but the Nats scored twice in the bottom of the eighth. Still a 5-run lead. 2-0 to Acuna. Low and inside. 3-0. So Tyler Kinley will carry at least a 5-run lead into the bottom of the ninth. In search of a Game 1 win. And then we'll see what happens in the doubleheader tomorrow. Orlando Rebalta brings the 3-0. Swung a miss by Acuna. Had a green light after that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Couldn't catch up to it.
I failed to mention Rebalta's tall drink of water, 6'7", 245 pounds. He also hides the ball well with a really short arm action in the back.
3-1. And Acuna hits a high fly ball deep left field, and a monstrous shot landing halfway up the seats in left. And Ronald Acuna with a home run. That is his 17th of the year. And he rounds the bags, making it now a 9-3 Braves lead here in the ninth.
Well, the only thing more majestic than that home run was the pimp job. I don't think Ronald took a step towards first base until it landed in the seats.
He's got more moves than anybody in Major League Baseball, I think. He's got a lot going on as he goes around the base paths. And he got to show it all off there. 9-3 Braves. Ball outside. So now Tyler Kinley will have at least a 6-run lead as he continues to loosen his right arm in the Braves bullpen. One out to Albies. That'll be clubbed into center. Second hit of the night for Ozzie Albies. That's now 15 hits for the Braves, one shy of their season high. You get to the point where you're thinking, all right, start saving some of these for tomorrow's doubleheader.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 to win tomorrow.
Homer by Acuna traveled 423 feet. Strike on the inside corner to Ha-Seong Kim. Came off Ronald's bat at 110. Oh, a swing and a miss by Kim. 0-2 on him. Let's see. Ozzie Albies. Drake Baldwin. The only 2 Braves who have not scored a run tonight. Everybody else has scored at least 1 run. They played at 9. Pitch misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two drilled down the left field line, but hooking foul. Just over the sidewalk, caught by a fan down there, and everybody in that section applauds him. 1-2 on Kim. Kim had a really good battle before he doubled back in the 6th inning. And you go back to the 4th inning. Since then, the Braves have put together some really good at-bats. 1-2 misses low. It seems some deep counts, fouling off some tough pitches. Just been a really stingy bunch of the plate tonight. Making these Nationals pitchers work for it. They've gone with 4 different pitchers tonight, Nats have. 2-2 to Kim. And he reaches and misses for strike 3. That was a fastball low and outside.
Yeah, before this inning with the 2 strikeouts by Rebalta, the Braves had only struck out 3 times in this game. So that backs up your point of the pesky at-bats, fighting to the last pitch, and really battling here tonight.
So 2 down for Baldwin. Not holding on Ozzie at first base. He's got a big lead over there. Drake Baldwin takes a hack and misses a first pitch slider. Ribalta, high Red Sox up to his knees, kicks and brings it. 0-1 fouled back by Baldwin. Still no finals yet around Major League Baseball. Still a 2-0 lead for the Astros over the Rangers. That game, no, take that back. Rangers have taken the lead. They're in the top of the fifth. It's now 3-2 Texas in the top of the fifth. Cardinals have come from behind. They lead the Reds 4-3 in the top of the seventh. Some big games with postseason implications. Drake with a fly ball to deep right field. Puts a charge into this one. That's going to disappear into the bullpen. A 2-run homer by Drake Baldwin deposited right into the Nationals bullpen. And it's now 11-3 Braves here in the ninth as they are laying it on thick here in D.C. 3-hit night for Drake Baldwin and 4 RBIs.
Yeah, I think this is a get-right game for Drake Baldwin. Coming into the game, hitting just 128 in September. He's already got 3 knocks here tonight.
Sixteenth hit matches the season high for the team. And now it's Ozuna to the plate. A 3-run ninth for the Braves. And leading 11-3. And now the catcher, Riley Adams, going to trot out there to the mound. What could he possibly have to say? Let's work a little quicker. Got a doubleheader tomorrow, trailing 11-3.
I'm not real sure. Maybe don't make the manager get somebody else up in the bullpen.
Yeah.
We got a doubleheader tomorrow.
That's not a bad idea. Ozuna is 1 for 4 in the game. Called strike on him. So with that home run, every Brave in the lineup tonight has scored at least 1 run. Kind of night this team was looking for. Well, 1 low and inside. And looking to make it 2 wins in a row. And you go back to yesterday's victory. That's now 19 runs on 27 hits in the last 2 games for the Braves. I'd love to see a lot more of that in the final 2 weeks of the season. Ozuna hits one deep to left field, high in the air towards the foul pole and hooking foul. Tried to straighten that out, but just wouldn't cooperate and just kept hooking left. 1-2 on Ozuna. Two just missed high with a fastball. And a 2-homer inning for the Braves. They have 3 homers in the game. On top 11-3 in the ninth here in Washington. And the 2-2 pitch. And Ozuna swings and misses at strike 3. Fastball got him, but very productive ninth for the Braves. Homers from Acuna and from Baldwin. 3 runs, 3 hits. No errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Braves 11, Nationals 3.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't. With over 100...
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew. My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help. I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
The first postseason game for Roy Halladay.
As you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
Traffic and weather can't keep you up to date on what really matters to you. Make Chuck and Chernoff part of your routine weekdays from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, or tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
Braves 11, Nats 3 as we head into the bottom of the ninth. Braves looking to salt away this victory and start preparing for tomorrow's doubleheader. On to pitch ninth for the Braves, right-hander Alexis Diaz. He's pitched in 2 games for the Braves. First one didn't go so well on Tuesday, allowed 4 runs in an inning and 2/3, but did notch a scoreless frame in his last outing on the 12th against the Astros. He was an NL All-Star in 2023 for the Reds, 19-14 with a career 3.29 ERA and 75 saves. So it's in there.
All right, looking for a swift bottom of the ninth. Put this thing in the win column. That'll be fouled back by Dalen Lyle. Lyle hit a homer in the second. Early on, they had the 1-0 lead, but the Braves turned that around with a 2-run fourth. They scored 3 times in the fifth, once in the sixth, twice in the seventh, 3 more in the ninth. Ball outside. Goes to the backstop. 1-1 on Lyle. Braves on top 11-3. They've out-hit the Nationals 16-6. It's a night where there wasn't a very large crowd to begin with. They announced 13,979. There might be half that here. And with their team trailing by 8 runs in the ninth inning, 1-1, there's a ball inside. They had on the video board, they got a DJ in the ballpark. They had the video on the DJ, and she's partying like it's New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
There's the 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike. So they'd show the DJ on the video board and then show crowd shots. And she was a lot more enthusiastic than the fans that they put out there on the video board. Meanwhile, she's playing the Macarena. And she's doing the Macarena and all that. And then they'd show the fan hoping that they would follow suit, and not so much.
You don't feel like dancing when you're losing by 8.
2-2 missed outside, 3-2. Yeah, not the time to try to get the Macarena going in the stadium. They were not amused. 3-2 to Lyle. Fought off foul. I'll give her credit. She was bringing the energy as best she could.
She's bringing the vibes. She's a vibes coach.
Can only do so much. 3-2. Ball 4 high. Leadoff walk in the ninth. And that's the 4th walk allowed by a Braves pitcher.
It is amazing how similar Alexis Diaz looks to his brother, Edwin Diaz, especially in the way they pitch. Both just fastball slider. It's like their mom didn't believe in changeups.
Fly ball towards left, slicing foul.
Or curveballs.
That's all you're going to throw under this roof.
That's right.
Fastballs and sliders.
You just don't see a lot of 2-pitch pitchers in the major leagues anymore, and the Diaz brothers are 2 of them.
There's the 0-1. Fly ball, slicing foul. Down the left field line, back behind the tarp. That becomes a souvenir. Alexis, 28 years old. And Edwin is 31 years old. Out of Puerto Rico. To Garcia. That's low and in. Just about hit him in the back foot.
Yeah, it's the same arm slot, same delivery. Edwin throws quite a bit harder than Alexis at this point. Alexis pitching at 94, 95.
Edwin is slightly taller, but nowhere near the build of Alexis. There's a ball high and outside. Edwin Diaz, they list at 6'3". They list him at 6'3", 165. He's got to be heavier than that.
That was probably his rookie year.
Yeah, Alexis listed at 6'2", 225. That'll be fouled off. He's probably heavier than that now, too.
Yeah, he's a member of the Clean Plate Club.
Yeah, definitely.
With you and me.
Charter members.
That's right.
11-3 Braves, bottom of the ninth. Another foul ball. He's having a hard time putting anybody away. Lexus, an all-star back in 2023 in his second season with the Reds. 2-2 pitch. And a beautiful pitch for a called third strike. Got a slider over the outside corner. One down in the ninth inning. You know, you see the finesse of that pitch. That's a nasty pitch, and you kind of wonder, is that what he's been missing? That kind of slider.
Yeah, there's no better feeling as a pitcher. That little backdoor breaking ball that catches the hitter by surprise.
Strike on the inside corner to Paul DeJong. When you do that, do you know at the second it leaves your fingers?
Yes, at least I did. I knew.
0-1 pitch. DeJong ropes one foul on the left field line.
I knew if I executed it, it was more than likely going to be a strikeout, but there's danger if that ball comes back over the plate, right? That comes right into a left-hander's, an opposite-hander's hitting zone. But as soon as it leaves your hand, you got a pretty good idea of if it's going to be in that little zone you want it to be in.
Oh, too low and outside. 1-2. And would you say that with every pitch, or would you say with some pitches more than others?
Yeah, I think for me, the slider was the pitch I knew the most. And sometimes I would purposely get to a 3-2 count to throw it.
1-2, and he gets him swinging for strike 3. Tied him up with a fastball. You would purposefully go 3-2 to throw the slider?
Yes. Well, I would try to get him on 2-2, but I would throw him something else on purpose and have it be a kind of on the edge of the zone as a ball or a strike. Could go either way.
Like you go 2-2 fastball?
Yeah, 2-2 fastball up and in, knowing that I had confidence to be able to throw that backdoor breaking ball 3-2. And they're looking for a walk, and I'm looking for that strikeout.
Ball low and outside of Dylan Cruz. You kind of use a fastball as almost like your jab, and then your slider is your right cross.
There you go.
Two down, bottom of the ninth. Braves on top 11-3. Looking for one more out to put this in the win column and make it back-to-back wins for the Braves, who beat the Astros yesterday, and searching for a Game 1 win here in Washington. Ball inside of Cruz. 2 balls, no strikes.
I learned that trick from K-Rod, you know, the great closer. He would throw a fastball 2-2, purposely up and in for a ball, just so he could follow up with a full count changeup.
2-0 pitch missed outside. Would they ever go after the 2-2 fastball, even if it was just at best a setup pitch?
Yeah, occasionally. But he just had so much confidence, and that's an important skill here in the major leagues, knowing you can land that pitch.
3-0 missed, and it's ball 4. So this inning has gone walk, strikeout, strikeout, walk. And now 2 men aboard, 2 down for Riley Adams. One more out, Braves would pick up their 67th win of the year, and they'd have a 5-game lead over the Nationals. There's a called strike on Riley Adams. Nats would fall to 62-88 with this loss. 0-1 pitch. He gets a swing and miss, and the Nats down to their final strike. Use the slider there. See if he goes back to it for strike 3, and then rack up 3 Ks here in the 9th inning. 0-2. Swung on, missed, did go to the slider, and that puts him away. And the Braves come to D.C. and claim Game 1. They just throttle the Nats. 11 runs on 16 hits, 3 homers. And a 4-hit night for Matt Olson on a night where Spencer Strider was really good on the mound. He went 7 innings. For the Nats in the 9th, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. Final score, Braves 11, Nationals 3. Back with the totals after this.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
When you're looking for leading cardiac treatment, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 5 emergency cardiac care centers, so we're here when you need us most. We lead with more than 55 locations in Georgia. That means we're always in the heart of your neighborhood. We lead with clarity, because clear direction is better when it comes to understanding every step of your treatment. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
It's about time. Time for the pro to get everything.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus call Latin America whenever. Call Abuelita for her croqueta recipe. Celebrate that goal with your primos. And save big with Verizon. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. And free calls to Latin America for 3 years to an eligible country after $10 a month. Stop by your Miami Verizon store today. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Must add global choice plan within 30 days of activation. $10 per month credit applied for 36 months. Terms apply. Up to $5 per month to designated country. Overage apply.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners. Can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854. 888-780-6854 or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
There's searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce. Perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries, and every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
The same station you go to during the baseball season is the same one you need during football season. Join me, Chris Domino, and Nick Cellini every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
All right, good start here in D.C. Braves won at 11-3 over the Nationals. Got a double dip tomorrow. Braves and the Nats right here at Nationals Park. And the first game of that doubleheader will be at 1:05 Eastern. So our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 11:50 Eastern with a Ford leadoff show. And then Darren and I have game one tomorrow, 1:05 Eastern, 12:05 Central. It will be Jake Irvin on the mound for the Nationals. He is 8-12 with a 5.70 ERA. Braves have not yet announced a starter for Game 1. We know that Chris Sale will go in Game 2, and maybe we'll have that information coming up here on the Hyundai postgame show. So for the guys back in studio, Joe Virgin and Lucas Kochevar. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick. I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good evening from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Final score, Braves 11, Nationals 3. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show starting right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. And for the record, I think both schools in the state of Mississippi are fantastic institutes of higher learning. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it came courtesy of the bat of Matt Olson. His 3-run home run to right also scored Marcell Ozuna and Michael Harris II. It made it 5-1, and of course, it put the game out of reach in what looked like it might be close earlier in the game. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse. Coming up after the break, you're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai Postgame Show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through September 30th, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Hey, Braves fans. Some things just get better with time, like your love for the Braves and banking with Truist One Checking. It's checking for life, offering everyday essentials like no overdraft fees and a tap-to-pay debit card, and great extras you'll appreciate season after season, like automatic upgrades as your balances grow. Be ready every inning with Truist One Checking. It's life-ready checking that grows with you. Get Truist One Checking today. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
Attention, Braves fans. Ever wanted to win a Yanmar UTV or a Yanmar SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar UTV if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning, where the excitement never stops.
It's time to let the big dog scratch. Win up to $300,000. Play the Georgia Jackpot Scratcher from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Hey, Braves fans. Every day injuries happen on and off the field. But when you're hurt on the job, it can be tough to get back in the game quickly. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. Workers' comp should cover your medical bills and lost wages, but some companies won't play fair. That's why we make them. We know the rules, your rights, and how to get you every benefit you deserve. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Braves fans, this is Kevin Swanson, new business manager for IBEW Local 613, the South's largest and most trusted electrical workers union. From iconic projects like Truist Park, Sanford Stadium, to shaping the heart of Atlanta's skyline, our members power the places that matter. If you're ready for a career with purpose, opportunity, and a team that always has your back, IBEW Local 613 is where you belong. Visit IBEW613.org and click Join Us today.
Fall's coming fast, Braves country, and deer season's right behind it. Whether you're learning a new lease, planning a public land trip, or headed to deer camp like you have for years, the onX Hunt app is your ticket to a better hunt. See public and private boundaries, drop trail cam and tree stand waypoints, map access routes and road systems, and share it all with your hunt crew. Even with no cell service, onX shows all of your content, boundaries, and your exact GPS location. Download the onX Hunt app from your app store and get after your best fall yet.
Hey, Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, home team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai postgame show on the Braves Radio Network.
Line in the pitch, swung high, belts one again. Deep left field. He's got two tonight. Another home run for Marcel.
All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com. Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Welcome into the Braves Radio Network studios here in the Battery Atlanta. Barrett Sallee recapping the Braves' 11-3 win in Game 1 of the 4-game set against the National Braves. Pound out 16 hits. Matt Olson goes 4 for 5, 2 doubles and a home run, 4 RBI, and Spencer Strider shines tonight. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Every single member of the Braves starting 9 scored at least 1 run. Yes, it was that kind of night. Let's get to the highlights, and there are a lot of them. Bottom of the second, no score. Spencer Strider on the bump for the Braves, and he's facing Dalen Lyle with nobody down.
There's a 2-2 pitch. And that's cracked deep down the right field line, back to the wall, and that is off the back wall of the Nationals bullpen. And he's got himself another extra base hit the month of September, this time a long ball. It's his 6th homer of the year, and it's 1-0 Nationals here in the bottom of the second.
Top of the 4th, same score. Runners at the corners with nobody down after a double by Matt Olson and a single by Ronald Acuna Jr. Ozzie Albies at the plate with a chance to get the Braves on the board.
Pitch on the way to Ozzie, and he floats one into shallow right field, down for a base hit. Acuna read it well. He goes first to third on the ball, dunked into shallow right field. Olson scores, and we're tied at 1 at the top of the 4th.
Didn't stay that way very long because Ha-Seong Kim is next at the dish, and he's looking to give the Braves the lead.
1-2 to Kim. He swings and hits one hard out to short. Up with it, Abrams to second for 1. Garcia to first, and a double play. A run scores. Braves take the lead. And the base is wiped clean as Kim hits into the 6-4-3 double play that scores Acuna. 2-1 Atlanta.
Bat. Nats trying to tie her right back up. Bottom of the 4th, bases loaded, 1 down as Spencer Strider stares down Dylan Cruz trying to get out of a jam.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Cruz. Tapper in front of the plate. Baldwin has it. Steps on the plate. Fires to first. Double play. A 2-3 double play. Drake Baldwin getting it done. That's huge for the Braves. And that gets Spencer right out of hot water there in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Braves offense stays cranked up. Top of the 5th, 2 down. Marcelo Zuna and Michael Harris the second on after singles earlier in the inning. Matt Olson at the plate looking to stay hot.
1-0 to Olson, and he rattles one deep down the right field line and out of the ballpark. He just boomed one into the second deck above the Nationals bullpen, and Matt Olson has been swinging a stick of dynamite in the second half of the season. A 3-run home run, and he rounds the sacks for the 26th time this year. What a display.
Top of the 6th, Braves looking for more. Ha-Seong Kim leads off the inning with a double. Drake Baldwin stands in against Mitchell Parker 1 batter later with a chance to add on.
Here it is from Parker, and Drake pounds one through the right side. There's a base hit. Hitting the turn at third base is Kim. He races to the plate. He'll score without a throw. And it's 6-1 Braves on the base hit by Baldwin. Throw in from right field goes trickling through the infield, but Baldwin holds at first base. On an RBI single for Drake Baldwin, his 65th RBI of the year. And it's now 6-1 Braves.
Bats stay hot in the 7th. Nacho Alvarez Jr. and Jurickson Profar on base with nobody down. Matt Olson at the plate looking to do even more damage.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Olson's going to hit one down the left field line. Another base hit for Matt. That rolls all the way down into the corner. That'll lead to at least one run. Going first to third now, Profar. It's an RBI double by Matt Olson. He makes it 7-1 Braves.
Still in the 7th, bases loaded, 2 down. Shinosi Sagawa on the mound for the Nationals facing Drake Baldwin.
Left on left matchup. First pitch to Drake, and he shreds one in the left field. Down for a base hit. Olson holds at third. They remain loaded. 1 run scores as Profar comes in, and it's 8-1 Braves on the base hit by Baldwin.
Connor Seabold on to pitch the 8th for the Braves. He gives up a leadoff single to Riley Adams and then walks Robert Hassel III. That brings C.J. Abrams to the plate, looking to get the Nats a little closer.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Clocked up the middle, base hit by Abrams. They're going to wave Adams to the plate. He'll score. First to third now for Robert Hassel. And it's an 8-2 game. The Nats have their first run since the 2nd inning.
Seabold is pulled right after that. Dylan Lee comes in, and he's facing James Wood, trying to right the ship.
1-2, ground ball to second. Ozzy's got it. Goes to second for 1. Kim to first, and a double play. So they score the run, but that wipes the bags clean. It's now 8-3 and a big twin killer for the Braves.
Top of the 9th, Braves looking for just a little bit more insurance. Ronald Acuna Jr. is happy to provide that with one swing of the bat.
3-1. And Acuna hits a high fly ball, deep left field, and a monstrous shot landing halfway up the seats in left. And Ronald Acuna with a home run. That is his 17th of the year. And he rounds the bags, making it now a 9-3 Braves lead here in the 9th.
423 feet for Acuna. Later in the inning, one on Drake Baldwin looking to put another dent in that scoreboard.
Drake with a fly ball to deep right field. Puts a charge into this one. That's going to disappear into the bullpen. A 2-run homer by Drake Baldwin deposited right into the Nationals bullpen. And it's now 11-3 Braves here in the 9th as they are laying it on thick here in D.C.
Bottom of the 9th, Alexis Diaz in for his 3rd outing with the Braves. Riley Adams at the plate with 2 down as the Nats' final hope.
0-2. Swung on, missed, did go to the slider, and that puts him away. And the Braves come to D.C. and claim game 1 as they just throttle the Nats. 11 runs on 16 hits, 3 homers. And a 4-hit night for Matt Olson on a night where Spencer Strider was really good on the mound. He went 7 innings. For the Nats in the 9th, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. Final score, Braves 11, Nationals 3.
Spencer Strider gets the win. He's 6-13 on the season. Mitchell Parker, the loss. He's 8-16. Hey, fans, there's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from manager Brian Snitker. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Change is always happening, but no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 1.99% APR or $1,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Don't miss an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare. If you're like me, you get the day going in a hurry with a lot to get done. But what if a nagging joint pain or sports injury is holding you back? Go to Emory Orthopedics. With multiple clinic locations across Metro Atlanta and one in Flowery Branch, you'll find the expert care you need. Emory is also home to the only dedicated hospital in Georgia focused on spine, hip, and knee surgery. As the official team healthcare provider of the Braves, Emory will treat you like a pro. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. One call, that's all. With Ken Nugent and his team. Ken's team fights for you and sticks with you from start to finish, working hard to get you your money quick. Give Ken and his team a call. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all.
Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Hey Atlanta Braves fans, this is Kelly Kroll asking you to step up to the plate for the men and women who have served our country and protected our freedom. The Warrior Alliance, an official community partner of the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Braves Foundation, is helping thousands of veterans to achieve success after military service. Either you or someone you know has served and deserves our support. The best way to say thank you for your service is by helping a veteran round the bases on their journey home. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app, now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now. You're locked into the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, driven by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor.